Hello, this is Dr. Matthew Duggar, optometrist and owner of Matthew Duggar Eye Care in Harrodsburg. We're currently accepting new patients and would love to be your next eye care provider. I take pride in every aspect of your visit to fit your eye care needs. We accept most vision and medical insurances, including Medicare, Medicaid, Vision Service Plan, and iMed. We have very competitive discount private pay pricing for the exam and glasses. We are located in Corral Business Center across from Southern States in Harrodsburg. Again, it's Dr. Matthew Duggar Eye Care.
I went to ride Hatfield Chevrolet and they had me
driving in my car, going very far, down the street in my car.
If you want to ride, go to RodHatfieldChevy.com. Rod Hatfield Chevrolet, Lexington, Kentucky.
It's here. It's open. It's what you need to get through your day. It's Starbucks, now in Harrodsburg, located at the Campbellsville University behind the clock tower. Open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Starbucks, it's the coffee for connoisseurs and the comfort for your daily tours. Starbucks in Harrodsburg.
The WHBN weather forecast is brought to you by Horn Home Supply, a trusted name for quality service and a fair price for over 40 years. See Matt Horn at Horn Home Supply in Harrodsburg, South College Street.
We've got a chance of flurries before 8 this morning, and a chance of snow or flurries between 8 and 10, then snow after 10, high of 29. New snow accumulation, 1 to 3 inches is possible. For tonight, snow, mainly before 10, low of 23. Let's see, new snow accumulations between 1 to 3 inches is possible. Mostly cloudy tomorrow, high of 30. Saturday night, mostly cloudy with a low of 16. Sunny Sunday, high of 36, finally above freezing. Monday, mostly cloudy, high of 34. Tuesday, mostly sunny and cold, high of 25. Wednesday, mostly sunny and cold, high of 23. Partly sunny Thursday, high of 30. Right now, under partly cloudy skies, we have 20 degrees in Harrodsburg at 6:09. Good Friday morning to you. We've made it to January 10th. Radio Rick, glad to be along with you. Thanking you so much for making us a part of your Friday morning on WHBN AM and FM and hometownlive.net. Birthdays, anniversaries, road situations in Harrisburg, Mercer County, and Bergen, and song requests are taken at 859-734-4321, 734-4321. We're giving away another DQ ice cream cake this morning before 10 o'clock. For those having a birthday or anniversary between the 4th and the 10th, we have registered right now Stuart Carr, Weston Horn, Madeline Miller, and Brandy Lewis. And all registered to win the DQ ice cream cake. Now, we do birthdays for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, all right? For today, Brittany Ashante, Mariah Case, Chris Storth. Tomorrow, Debbie Cloyd Jackson, Keyshawn Rayleigh, Paul Becker, Sandra Swihart, Walter Williams, Laura Shotwell, Cody Harlow. Tomorrow, Sunday, I should say, Pam Fulton and Shobel Green, Scott Bottoms, Donna Smith, Corey Steigerwald, Grady Bentley, and Lindsay Bryant.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday from Martina McBride. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you, Martina, for stopping by to sing happy birthday to our birthdayers. All right, today is Houseplant Appreciation Day, National Bittersweet Chocolate Day, National Cut Your Energy Cost Day. That should be every day. Peculiar People Day, and Save the Eagles Day. Celebrate those accordingly. Again, don't worry about writing those down because we have switched for the DQ Today's quiz to the nearly impossible question. All right, I'll ask that right after the 7:30 weather forecast. And if you can give me the correct answer to the nearly impossible question, I'll give you a tasty treat from DQ where happy tastes good. All right? So it seems to be pretty well received so far. I've switched back to that. I had somebody ask me about wanting to go back to the nearly impossible question and have to stop and think a little bit. So we're going to try that for a while and see what you think, all right? So, did I say you do celebrate those, what today is, accordingly? Well, speaking of celebrating, this is Power Hour number 1, Friday morning. The weekend officially starts for you getting up right now with this. Oh, Wow, thank you so much, Fred. We so look forward to hearing that from you every Friday morning, every hour. Now, your life hack. No matter how happy you are at your job, always spend a little time each year looking for a new one. This will enable you to gauge the demand in your field and to see if you're being underpaid or underutilized for your skill set. Something to think about. Positive thought, I can and I will. Good stuff there. And speaking of good stuff, the Bob Allen Motor Mall and the Hometown Radio Network proudly honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
Frank Sinatra Jr., who will now sing our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
The Bob Allen Motor Mall, the Hometown Radio Network, proudly honored America with the playing of our national anthem, Frank Sinatra Jr. style. Now, Frank Sinatra Jr. was born on this date in 1944 and expired in 2016. So that just leaves me, kids. I told you we would get here to the Friday morning. We light that fuse. We start another weekend together. So it just leaves me to tell you to sit back, relax, and watch these pictures fly through the air on this Friday, January 10th.
The following program contains material not suitable for children, adults, or childish adults.
Wop, bop, a loo, bop, the weekend's here. It's Friday, alrighty. It's Friday, alrighty. Woo, this is my day, alrighty. 'Cause it's Friday, alrighty. I love Friday, alrighty. Wop, bop, a loo, bop, the weekend's here. I go to work, I ain't lazy, but sometimes it drives me crazy. Woo, so much work that I find I start to lose my mind. But when Friday comes along, I'm so glad to be alive, 'cause I know later tonight I'm gonna party overtime. It's Friday, alrighty. It's Friday, alrighty. Woo, this is my day, alrighty. 'Cause it's Friday, alrighty. I love Friday, alrighty. Wop, bop, a loo, bop, the weekend's here. Another week, I made it through. Now I know just what to do. I'm gonna scream when I get home. Woo, call my friends up on the phone. We're gonna have a ball, so much fun it's out of sight. So you better not expect us home till late on Sunday night. It's Friday, alrighty. It's Friday, alrighty. Woo, this is my day, alrighty. 'Cause it's Friday, alrighty. I love Friday.
Let me kiss it.
Thank God it's Friday.
It is definitely Friday.
Ooh, I feel it!
I feel like eating meatloaf, not pancakes.
Okay, feels like my hair is growing.
We're not getting any younger.
You know, there was a time when I did think I was getting younger, but it turns out that that was my medication.
Ma'am, are you taking any medication?
The grown-up in me likes the prospect of fun.
Oh God, should we ask somebody for help?
It's party time.
I like it, I love it, I want some more of it. I try so hard, I can't rise above
What if I find myself stranded in a snow cave with a stern but comely lady geologist, both of us knowing that our only chance for survival is the heat from our naked bodies?
May I use your restroom? I took a laxative and a stool hardener. Oh, and they're fighting it out in there.
Look, this is my reputation we're talking about here.
My time machine has been activated.
Time machine?
Yay! I love it. I want some more of it. I tried so hard. I can't rise above it. Don't know what it is about that little gal's oven, but I like it. I love it. I want some more of it.
Thank God it's Friday. It was the longest week ever.
I got a headache and the runs.
I think we could all use a drink.
Yeah, the way I feel, I can use a stiff drink.
The answer is, this is the color of snow.
Water's yellow.
Fantastic.
So just come on, let's go. I mean it. Am's great.
Friday is my happy day, always feeling snappy day. Monday is a crappy day. When Monday comes, I'm feeling bummed, 'cause the weekend is through. Friday is on, soon we'll be free.
I love Friday.
And happy hour, you will find me.
I love Friday.
At 5 o'clock, it's quitting time. At 5 o'clock, I'll scream 'cause I love Fridays.
Oh, don't we all love Fridays? We're coming up on 6:19. You are getting it on WHBN AM and FM. Only got one announcement to share with you. Campbellsville Harrodsburg campus staff will work virtually today. All right. The Campbellsville Harrodsburg campus staff will work virtually. Now, what do we have coming up? Well, I'm glad you asked. We've got Joe's Look at Sports, NBC Entertainment news from our local businesses we ask your kind attention to. Get behind all our mom and pops and support them year-round. Then bottom of the hour news from KNN. We'll have your weather forecast, some laughs together, and kick it with Kenneth Riley. 7 o'clock hour, Steve Bertram's Sports Report will come dribbling in, followed by a look at Kentucky basketball with Tom Leach. 7:20, Rooster Local Talent Showcase. 7:35 DQ today is quiz, a nearly impossible quiz. 7:45, good news from Jamie Dunn, Shelter Insurance. 8 o'clock hour, we will have at about 8:40, William Palmer from Bama's Blessing Barbecue. And at 8:45, random facts from David Hopewell. 8:50, Kim King with her state rep report. Then, after 9 o'clock news and weather forecast, we'll have special guest Wilma Linton. We'll be talking about Martin Luther King Day, MLK Day, January 20th. Then after the 9:30 news and weather forecast, Larry the Legend Sanders. And our special guest will be Roy Bowling, Coach Roy Bowling. So that is the lineup. We appreciate you listening. We hope you can stick and stay. We'll keep you entertained the best way we know how. So that just leaves me, Joe. We got any sports about maybe some college football?
Notre Dame advances to the college football championship. The Lakers coach loses his home in the fire. The Georgia quarterback to transfer. Those are the headlines on this Friday morning. I'm Joe Mathis guiding you through these Friday morning sports. Starting off in college football where Notre Dame took advantage of a crucial Penn State turnover with under a minute left and made the game-winning field goal with 7 seconds remaining to pull out a 27-24 win in the Orange Bowl and earn a spot in the college football playoff championship. Penn State quarterback Drew Aller was intercepted in Penn State territory with 33 seconds left, leading to a 41-yard field goal by Notre Dame kicker Mitch Jeter. The Fighting Irish will meet the Cotton Bowl winner between Texas and Ohio State on Monday, January 20th at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. In the NBA, LA Lakers head coach J.J. Redick is among hundreds of Southern California residents who have lost their homes to wildfires raging across the Los Angeles area. Redick revealed that his family was forced to evacuate their home on Tuesday due to the Palisades fire, which has burned more than 17,000 1,000 acres and leveled more than 1,000 structures in just 3 days. On Thursday, ESPN reported that Reddick's home was lost to the blaze. The Palisades fire, which has been fueled by strong Santa Ana winds, is 0% contained as of yesterday afternoon. In college football, in a surprising turn of events, former Georgia football quarterback Carson Beck is reportedly entering the transfer portal. Beck originally declared for the NFL draft on December the 28th, but appears to have changed his mind on his next move. ESPN's Pete Thamel reported Miami is the favorite to land his services, although he's expected to listen to all offers. Thamel added Beck is expected to make a decision in the next week. The fifth-year senior with one season of eligibility left suffered a season-ending UCL injury in Georgia's SEC championship game, which then thrust backup quarterback Gunnar Stockton into action. Stockton started the Bulldogs' 23-10 loss to the Notre Dame Fighting Irish in the Sugar Bowl. The elbow injury is expected to hold out Beck until March, when he's able to start throwing again, but not in spring practices. In the NBA, Thursday night's contest between the LA Lakers and Charlotte Hornets has officially been postponed due to the raging wildfires in the LA area. The NBA announced that decision Thursday afternoon, hours before the game was supposed to tip off. There are at least 5 active fires in LA County, and the ongoing struggle to contain the flames has inflicted significant damage. More than 100,000 people in the region have been forced to flee their homes. At least 5 people are dead, and thousands of homes, businesses, and even iconic Hollywood landmarks are either threatened, damaged, or already destroyed by what LA Mayor Karen Bass called a firestorm during a late Wednesday night briefing. Authorities warned more injuries and death are possible until the fires can be contained. And in high school basketball, last night, DCA girls beat Bergen girls as Grace Bugwa, one of the state's best players, returned from an ACL injury and scored 24 points. That means tonight's All-A championship games are set. DCA will take on Danville and girls at 6 o'clock, while DCA takes on Somerset Christian in the boys' side at 7:30. We'll have both those games, weather pending, on Z105. That's what's going on in sports. I'm Joe Mathis for the Hometown Radio Network.
Billy Crystal and Paris Hilton are among the celebrities who have lost their homes in the Southern California wildfires. Billy and his wife, Janice Crystal, released a statement saying the home they have lived in since 1979 is gone. They add that words cannot describe the enormity of the devastation they're witnessing and experiencing. Meanwhile, Paris Hilton posted on X that her Malibu home has burned down and she's heartbroken beyond words. She says the loss is overwhelming, but she's holding on to gratitude that her family is safe.
Don't come hanging round my door. I don't wanna see your face no more.
The Beach Life Festival is back, and Lenny Kravitz, Sublime, and Alanis Morissette have been booked to headline the event. The event is taking place in Redondo Beach, California, from May 2nd through the 4th. Some other artists on the lineup include Cake, Train, the Beach Boys, Sugar Ray, and the Pretenders, among others. Tickets for Beach Life Festival are on sale now through the festival's website. Venom Morris are set to release their sophomore album. It's called To Cross or To Burn and will be out later next month. In the meantime, fans can listen to their new single, Animal Magnetism, which is featured on the 10-track album. Also featured on the album are the previously released singles, In the Shadows and Spiderweb. To Cross or To Burn will be out on February 28th. That's entertainment. I'm Jacqueline Carl.
What kind of tires do we keep at CC Auto? Cooper, Michelin, Nitto, Hankook, Firestone, Bridgestone, Toyo, General, Yokohama, and many more. We've just added the new line of Mastercraft tires, and we are also a Goodyear National Account dealer. We keep lawn and garden tires in stock, as well as farm implement tubes and tires. We have a farm service truck to meet the needs of our farmers. Call us at CC Auto today, 734-9515.
CC Auto Parts and Service. Service is the difference. We get it. Danville's deal maker, Bob Allen.
Start the new year in a new Nissan at Bob Allen Nissan. Hi, I'm John Welsh, inviting you to save on the new 25 Nissan Sentra 2.0S model. Lease for only $199 per month for 36 months. 10,000 lease miles per year. Stock in 25042. VIN SY 207284. Bob Allen Nissan on Maple Avenue in Danville, or shop online anytime at BobAllenMotorMall.com.
Hello, everybody. This is country music artist, star, Alex Miller. I love my country music, and you'll love the country music radio Rick spins weekday mornings 6 till 10 a.m. on FM 99.5 WHBN, The Rooster.
The Judds, Why Not Me? Tomorrow, Naomi Judd was born in 1946, expiring 2022. It's 6:30.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
The Kentucky House of Representatives passing a bill that further reduces the individual income tax rate.
This would propose and put into effect a further reduction beginning January 1 of 2026, a reduction from 4% to 3.5% on the individual income tax rate.
Bill sponsor Republican Jason Petrie. House Bill 1 would lower the rate from 4 to 3.5% effective 2026. The legislation is a top priority for Republicans of a goal of eliminating the income tax altogether. Democrats like George Brown, however, are concerned the transition to a consumption-based sales tax will disproportionately affect lower-income families.
When the state reduces the income tax rate, the people with the highest incomes benefit the most. 2/3 of income tax cuts go to the wealthiest 20% of people.
The bill is now heading to the Kentucky Senate. Attorney General Russell Coleman says Kentucky receiving $110 million from Cincinnati-based Kroger to settle opioid lawsuit claims. Paul Miles with the details.
The grocery chain agreed to pay nearly $1.4 billion to settle lawsuits filed by dozens of states that claim Kroger pharmacies helped fuel the opioid epidemic. Coleman says Kroger was responsible for 444 million opioid doses coming into the Commonwealth during a 13-year period.
But most shockingly, there was no serious system in place, no internal serious system in place in Kroger to track or report suspicious activities. None. No trainings for staff, no guidelines to prevent abuse.
Kroger has said the settlement is not an admission of wrongdoing or liability. I'm Paul Miles.
And I'm Lee Mowen.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
This WHBN weather forecast is brought to you by Ransdell Funeral Chapel. Our goal is and always will be service available. Exceptional name, Ransdell Funeral Chapel.
Thank you, Sonny. We got a chance of flurries before 8 this morning, then a chance of snow or flurries between 8 and 10, then snow after 10, high of 29. New snow accumulation, 1 to 3 inches possible. Snow tonight, mainly before 10, a low of 23. New snow accumulation, 1 to 3 inches possible. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy, high of 30. Saturday night, mostly cloudy, low of 16. Sunny on Sunday, high of 36. Mostly cloudy Monday, high of 34. Right now, we have a snow shower in and around our listening area. 22 degrees in Harrodsburg at 6:33. Good Friday morning to you. This is the 10th day of January. Radio Rick, glad to be along with you on WHBN AM and FM and HometownLive.net. All right, you ready to laugh? We have some laughs queued up just for you. This first one is called Trump Hush Money Sentencing.
All right, Mr. Trump, it's time for your sentencing.
Lay it on me, Your Honor.
Your sentence is you have to walk up to the blackboard and write the following. I've been a naughty boy.
I've been a naughty boy.
I'm not going to be a naughty boy anymore.
I'm not going to be a naughty boy anymore.
No more hush money payments and no more other naughty stuff because I've been a bad boy and I'm naughty.
6 more hush money payments and then...
naughty boy. 0 hush money payments.
Oh, come on, please, pretty please. Just a few more hush money payments.
Oh, look at that face. How could I stay mad at that face? Look at it. Do whatever you want, Donald Trump. You're free to go.
This one is called Waterproof's Men's Warehouse.
You're a man who needs to look your best, and you also need an outfit that's waterproof. That's why there's the Waterproof Men's Warehouse. All of our suits are totally waterproof, so you can stay well-dressed and dry all day long.
Look, I'm a busy businessman who does a lot of business stuff, but I could also be doused with water at any second. Luckily, this suit I got at the Waterproof Men's Warehouse keeps me totally dry all day, and I...
Hey, Jenkins, water coming at ya. Gotcha, Jenkins. Wait a second. You're completely dry. That suit, no water on it at all.
I got it at the Waterproof Men's Warehouse.
Jenkins, you are amazing. I'm giving you a raise.
Thanks, boss. And thanks, Waterproof Men's Warehouse.
You're welcome. The Waterproof Men's Warehouse. You're going to like the way you look when you're waterproof. I guarantee it.
Find My Husband at the Baggage Claim app.
It happens time and time again. You're at the baggage claim carousel at the airport and...
Honey, I've lost my husband again.
Now there's help with the Find My Husband at the Baggage Claim Carousel app.
My husband is constantly getting lost at the baggage claim carousel. I tried everything. I tried putting straps around him. I tried making sure he wears bright colors, but he always seems to blend in with the other bags. But thanks to the Find My Husband at the baggage claim carousel app, I can track him down each and every time. Oh, wait, he's missing again. Let me check the app. He's at Baggage Carousel 6. I'm coming, honey.
The Find My Husband at the Baggage Claim Carousel app. Try it today.
Pizza ton.
Want a pizzeria to open in your town but can't have one because your kids are too fat?
Yeah?
Hey!
Introducing Pizzaton, the exercise bike for kids. Yes, our instructors will help whip your kids into shape so you can finally have a pizza parlor in your town.
All right, come on, fatty, pedal.
I'm pedaling.
Not fast enough, chubby. Pretend you're chasing an ice cream truck, fatty McFatterson.
Stop it.
That's what you sound like because you have a mouthful of cake, chubster.
Mom!
The instructor's right, sweetie.
Pizzaton, help your kids lose weight so you can get a pizza parlor. Try it today.
Falcon at the airport.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now ready to begin pre-boarding flight number 2247. We'd like to welcome all first-class Falcons and medallion member Falcons. Any members of the Falcon military are also now welcomed aboard. If you are a Falcon that is traveling with small hatchlings or you just need a little extra time flying onto the aircraft, you may board as well. No, sir, we're not boarding Falcon Zone 2 yet. I said no, and I don't appreciate your tone, mister. Security, please come remove this Falcon from the... he flew away. Anyway, once again, we're now boarding first-class Falcons and military Falcons. We will begin boarding Zone 2 shortly. Thank you.
Cafe Tequila.
Studies show that workers who are bored turn to chocolate, coffee, and booze. With that said, we're proud to announce new Hershey's Cafe Tequila. In one delicious can, you get chocolatey goodness, a caffeine buzz, and the happy, warm feeling of alcohol.
I feel jittery, looped, and sugar high all at the same time.
That's because a single 24-ounce can of Hershey's Cafe Tequila will take care of your bored activity, allowing you to get back to, oh wait, you weren't doing anything, were you? That's why you were bored.
Duh!
Hershey's Cafe Tequila. Being bored never tasted so good. Or alcoholic.
I'll drink to that.
All right, let's check in with some late night laughs. What happened last night with Jimmy Fallon.
Big news from Washington. Tomorrow, the Supreme Court will hear arguments on whether the federal government can ban TikTok. It's expected to be the first time a Supreme Court justice says the word skibbity toilet. That's... well, guys, listen to this. At the Consumer Electronics Show in Las Vegas, PlayStation debuted a new technology that lets you smell its games. Nintendo tried the same thing, but they didn't think people wanted to smell two plumbers who work in the sewer. So,
Seth Meyers.
That's right. President Biden said his granddaughter gave birth to, quote, a 10-pound, 4-ounce baby girl before correcting himself to say baby boy, and already Republicans are accusing him of performing gender reassignment on minors. In a new interview, a former Republican Congressman, Matt Gaetz, said that he has spoken with President-elect Trump about possibly running for governor of Florida. And Trump shared some advice, specifically, set your Venmo to private.
Stephen Colbert.
Biden came out swinging in this interview. When asked, do you believe you could have won in November, Joe replied, I think yes, based on the polling. It was actually a very recent survey of younger voters, specifically one baby girl, baby boy. When the reporter asked a follow-up, do you think you would have had the vigor to serve another 4 years in office, Biden responded, I don't know. This happy occasion makes Joe Biden the first sitting president to become a great-grandfather while in office. And with under 2 weeks left, there's still time for Joe to set more old man presidential records. Most Malto meal consumed at 4 a.m., most rubber bands collected in an old cigar box, first president ever to fall asleep at a picnic and be carried away by ants.
All right, thank you very much. It is coming up on 6:40, 20 minutes in front of 7 o'clock. It's time to kick it with Kenneth Riley. And we're going to kick it with one Pat Benatar. She is 72 years old today. This one's called Hit Me With Your Best Shot. Kicking it with Kenneth Riley. Pat Benatar, 72 years old today. And that is Pat Benatar. Hit me with your best shot. We kicked it with Kenneth Riley. Pat Benatar, 72 years old today. It is 6:43. You are getting it on WHBN AM and FM. All right, now, happy Quitters Day. Did you know about this? Goal just to prove other people wrong or to soothe our own fear of failure. But when a goal doesn't align with your core values and needs, it's hard to stay motivated. When your goal no longer resonates with you, maybe climbing the corporate ladder was important to you in your 20s and 30s, but now in your 40s, you found spending more time with your family is what really matters. In that case, scoring a promotion at work wouldn't necessarily be a great goal to pursue, even if it does have its benefits. If reaching your goal has exhausted your resources, our capacity for sustained effort isn't infinite, or pursuing our goals can lead to burnout. By learning to let go of resolutions that feel exhausting or impossible, you free up space to set more realistic and achievable goals. So, it is National Quitters Day as far as your resolution. So don't let it eat you up, all right? Just try to be happy is the best thing we can do for each other and for ourselves as well. Speaking of ourselves, we've got more great information from our local businesses getting ready to flood into your ears. We will then have your weather forecast and your health report. All of it just for you, for listening to WHBN AM and FM.
At Subtles Tree Care, we salute the beauty of the great outdoors. And for those times when the great outdoors isn't so beautiful, you don't have to worry. At Subtles Tree Care, we do it all. We help protect your trees from damage in high winds and storms, even tree and stump removal, land clearing, brush trimming. Let Subtles Tree Care take a look at your property. If there's a tree that could be a problem, we'll let you know and take care of it before the problem happens. At Subtles Tree Care, you get the best for less. Affordable, expert tree and brush trimming, cabling to reduce stress damage on your tree from high winds, weight from ice and snow, and heavy foliage. At Subtles Tree Care, we're your neighbors. We live here. We're a licensed, insured, locally owned business, a family that's been taking care of your land for over 30 years. The great outdoors. It's beautiful. At Subtles Tree Care, we can help you keep it that way. Visit SubtlesTreeCare.com and let's take care of your trees and property before there's a problem. Subtles Tree Care. Get the best for less.
I want a steak and shake burger and fries. Say what? A steak and shake burger and fries. Say where? Steak and Shake in Harrisburg at Campbellsville University behind the clock tower. Say who? Me, you, and any who that's looking for a great shake burger and fry. Open to the public. I'll sizzle you there. Steak and Shake in Harrisburg at Campbellsville University. You're welcome. I'm welcome. We're welcome. That's Steak and Shake. A burger and a shake makes life so great. Add Steak and Shake in Harrisburg at Campbellsville University behind the clock tower.
Want to play a game with me and Dad?
Mommy's not feeling good.
You need to vaporize that cold.
Vaporize?
Yeah, with Dayquil VapoCool. It's Dayquil plus a rush of Vicks vapors.
Whoa.
Come on, honey. Let's let Mommy rest.
You guys are amazing. And so is Dayquil VapoCool.
Dayquil VapoCool, the vaporizing daytime coughing, aching, fever, power through your day medicine. And to vaporize sore throat pain, try Vicks VapoCool drops. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Our daughter Jessie loves playing detective.
A clue.
But since we discovered she has sensitive skin, we've been playing detective too.
We thought the problem was our puppy.
But it was actually our old detergent.
Aha.
So we switched to Tide Free and Gentle. Tide Free and Gentle provides an excellent Tide clean, and it doesn't leave behind irritating residues like dyes or perfumes, so it's gentle on your skin.
Case closed.
If it's got to be clean, it's got to be Tide Free and Gentle.
Pioneer Pawn Shop is Harrodsburg's answer in getting cash fast. See how much cash you can get for your items, whether it's silver, gold, or anything of value. Looking to sell or to get a loan? Pioneer Pawn has the cash for you. When getting a loan, there's no stress. Pioneer Pawn works with you. Top dollar loans. Pioneer Pawn Shop is Harrodsburg's answer in getting cash fast. Visit Pioneer Pawn in Harrodsburg on South College Street, next to Dr. Jennifer Nichols' dentistry office. Come by when you need cash fast at Pioneer Pawn Shop.
The WHBN weather forecast is brought to you by your Ace Hardware of Harrodsburg and Outdoor Power and Rental. Visit Ace Hardware of Harrodsburg for their weekly and monthly specials. North College Street.
Chance of flurries before 8 a.m., then a chance of snow or flurries between 8 and 10. Then snow after 10, high of 29. New snow accumulation 1 to 3 inches is possible. For tonight, snow mainly before 10, low of 23. New snow accumulation 1 to 3 inches possible. Mostly cloudy tomorrow, high of 30. Tomorrow night, mostly cloudy, low of 16. Sunny on Sunday, high of 36. Mostly cloudy Monday, high of 34. Right now, we have a snow shower in and around our listening area. 22 degrees in Harrodsburg at 6:48 in a huff.
Bird flu continues to spread among birds and other animals in the U.S. Dr. Ann Hohenhaus with the Schwartzman Animal Medical Center in New York City offering some tips to homeowners on how to protect pets.
If your dog or cat goes outside, then they need to be under your control at all times so they don't eat any dead birds that might carry bird flu.
The bird flu is widespread in wild birds worldwide and is causing some outbreaks in poultry and U.S. dairy cows. There's been some human cases as well. So what does Dr. Hohenhaus think of this?
Feels like a slow motion COVID situation where very, very slowly more and more animals are being affected, and therefore I think we want to not be complacent and take precautions.
The New Jersey Health Department says there's been a spike in norovirus cases with a massive increase in outbreaks. 70 norovirus outbreaks statewide compared to just 15 in 2023. Health Update, I'm Scott Pringle.
Put the headset on. Listen to my puppet. Weekday morning, 6 to 10, WHBN.
Maybe I didn't love you quite as often as I could have. And maybe I didn't treat you quite as good as I should have. If I made you feel second best, girl, I'm sorry I was blind. You were always on my mind. You were always on my mind. And maybe I didn't hold you all those lonely, lonely times. And I guess I never told you I'm so happy that you're mine. Little things I should have said and done, I just never took the time. But you were always on my mind. You were always on my mind. Tell me that your sweet love hasn't died. And give me one more chance to keep you satisfied. I'll keep you satisfied. Little things I should have said and done, I just never took the time. But you were always on my mind. You were always on my mind. You were always on my mind. You were always on my mind.
Country and more. WHBN.
We hear you're leaving, that's okay. I thought our little wild time had just begun. I guess you kinda scared yourself, you turn and run. But if you have a change of heart, Ricky, don't lose that number. You don't wanna call nobody else. Send it off in a letter to yourself. Ricky, don't lose that number. It's the only one you want. You might use it if you feel bad. play games I don't know. And you could have a change of heart. Ricky, don't lose that number. You don't wanna call nobody else. Send it off in a letter to yourself. Ricky, don't lose that number. It's the only one you want. You might use it if you feel better when you get home. You tell yourself you're not my kind, but you don't even know your mind. And you could have a change of heart. Ricky, don't lose that number. You don't wanna call nobody else. Send it off in a letter to yourself. Ricky, don't lose that number. It's the only one you want. You might use it if you feel better when you get home. Ricky, don't lose that number. Ricky, don't lose that number. Ricky,
Steely Dan. Ricky, don't lose that number. Donald Fagen, keyboardist with Steely Dan, and the singer is 77 years old today. Frank Sinatra Jr., born in the state 1944. He and his sister right here, Something Stupid.
I know I stand in line till you think you're and if we go someplace to dance, I know that there's a chance you won't be leaving with me. Then afterwards we drop into a quiet little place and have a drink or two. And then I go and spoil it all by saying something stupid like I love you. I can see it in your eyes that you despise the same old lies you heard the night before. And though it's just a line to you, for me it's true, and it never seemed so right before. I practice every day to find some clever lines to say to make the meaning come through. And then I think I'll wait until the evening gets late and I'm alone with you. The time is right, your perfume fills my head, the stars get red and oh, the night's so blue. And then I go and spoil it all by saying something stupid like I love you. We always get along as long as we have got a song to sing in harmony. And nothing can go wrong as long as both of us can sing a pretty melody. We never disagree, we get along so peacefully like other brothers do. And then you go and spoil it all by saying something stupid like, I love you. The time is right, your perfume fills my head, the stars get red and oh, the night's so blue. And then I go and spoil it all by saying something stupid like I love you. I love you.
Frank Sinatra Jr., Nancy Sinatra. Something Stupid. This is not stupid. This is WHBN Harrodsburg, the Rooster, your community voice since 1955. FM 99.5 AM 1420, hometownlive.net at 7 o'clock.
NBC News Radio, I'm Michael Kastner. Crews are racing around the clock to bring a number of raging wildfires under control in Southern California. NBC's Tom Yamas in L.A.
Roughly 2,000 firefighters are still stretched across the front lines, but it's not enough. Residents pitching in to save their own homes.
This is a tragedy. You're using everything that's going to be you. And now that it is me, I can't tell you the amount of heaviness in this disaster.
We met the Champion family who lost everything.
What I would give to do dishes in our own house, which is like so basic, but things that you take for granted.
Last night, it was confirmed that the number of fire-related deaths has climbed to 10. Santa Ana winds are expected to pick up again this morning, further complicating the job for firefighters, including fighting the fire from the air. A suspect is in custody in California after he allegedly tried to start a fire in the San Fernando Valley community of Woodland Hills. Mark Mayfield reports.
Eyewitnesses told KFI News that the man was apprehended after being chased by a group of neighbors in a residential area near Topanga Canyon Boulevard, not far from Mulholland Heights. The suspect was cornered in the front yard of a house on Galindo Street while riding a motorbike and carrying a lit torch. The three residents who tackled the man then held him until Los Angeles police officers arrived. A detective with the LAPD told KFI they are not prepared to make a statement about the arrest at this time. Police say he may be responsible for setting the Kenneth fire on Thursday afternoon as well.
President Biden says his friendship with former President Jimmy Carter taught him about the strength of character. The president delivered the eulogy at Carter's state funeral in Washington, D.C.
Today, many think he was from a bygone era. But in reality, he saw well into the future.
Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
My doctor told me my cholesterol is borderline, so I took control with Garlic Healthy Cholesterol Formula. Garlic helps maintain healthy cholesterol safely and naturally. It's odor and taste-free, and Garlic is a world leader in garlic potency. I'm taking charge of my cholesterol with Garlic Healthy Cholesterol Formula, cholesterol's natural enemy.
These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. The term natural references only the garlic in the product. Use as directed.
Change a life in a big way.
Oh, Jocelyn and I will stay in touch forever. Actually, I told her she's planning my wedding, and I look forward to the future. And my reception. The future babies. You know, when it happens, I could be 42. She's going to be at my college graduation. She's going to be at my other college graduation because I'm going to law school, so. We'll be involved in it all. We're going to do this. Absolutely.
Volunteer or donate to Big Brothers Big Sisters. We need bigs, especially men. Start something. If you're a former big, start something again.
New York City Mayor Eric Adams is seeing his share of protesters as he touts his record. Kristen Marks has more on what happened outside the Apollo Theater, where Adams delivered his State of the City address on Thursday.
More than 100 demonstrators gathered outside the historic venue in Harlem, many of them immigration advocates. They're worried about Donald Trump's plan for mass deportations.
Especially with the incoming Trump administration, we need to make sure this is a safe haven for the people that are already here.
Another group made up of off-duty NYPD sergeants protested stalled contract negotiations and a pay issue.
It's not fair that I supervise police officers and they get paid more than me.
The mayor's office says they're committed to coming to a fair agreement with the Sergeants Benevolent Association.
Contrary to what some people are posting on the internet, the Hollywood sign did not burn down in the wildfires ravaging parts of Los Angeles County. In Los Angeles, Daniel Martindale.
Fake images of the Hollywood sign surrounded by fire went viral on social media this week, making some people think the more than century-old landmark was lost. The chairman of the Hollywood Sign Trust tells Forbes magazine the images and videos are likely AI-generated. The Sunset Fire burned in the Hollywood Hills on Wednesday night, but did not threaten the Hollywood sign.
The CBS premiere of Hollywood Squares has been pushed back because of the L.A. area wildfires.
From Television City in Hollywood, let's play some Hollywood Squares!
The reboot of the classic comedy game show with the giant tic-tac-toe board was set to premiere last night with CBS Morning's co-anchor Nate Burleson as host and Drew Barrymore in the center square. CBS decided to postpone the show, however, because they felt it was tonally inappropriate while the destructive wildfires were raging in and around Los Angeles. Instead, Hollywood Squares will premiere next Thursday, January 16th. Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
Thank you, Michael, to 705. You're getting it on WHBN AM and FM and hometownlive.net. Time for your local news with Joe, brought to you by Stuart Powell Ford Mazda. On the bypass in Danville and online at stuartpowell.com.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update. We told you yesterday about the plans for Danville and Boyle Counties' Martin Luther King Jr. Day events. Harrodsburg has announced their plans as well. Harrodsburg will celebrate MLK Jr. Day on that January 20th with a pancake and sausage breakfast at 10 in the morning, followed by the March Downtown with the event at 11:30 that morning, happening in Harrodsburg Baptist Church. The keynote speaker for that event will be Mayor Bob Williams. A Harrodsburg native has been named the president of Rollins College in Florida. Brooke Barnett was named the new president of Rollins College, taken over on July 1st. Barnett grew up in Mercer County, attending public schools in Mercer County as well. Rollins College is a private liberal arts school in Winter Park, Florida. Notable alumni from Rollins College include Fred Rogers, known for Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, and Chris Mad Dog Russo, a well-known sports radio personality, among many other notable alumni. A group of people in Boyle County is starting up a local chapter of the Memory Cafe. The Memory Cafe is a monthly social group providing a safe, comfortable environment where people with memory loss and their care partners can enjoy time together and remain socially connected to others. The first Memory Cafe is set for Wednesday, January 15th from 2 until 4 at the Boyle County Extension Office, and will be led by Alzheimer's Association volunteers. Registration is preferred, but you can walk in. To register, call 1-800-272-3900. I'm Joe Mathis.
Hi, this is Fred Sizemore with Stuart Powell Ford and Mazda. All of us here would like to thank everyone in Boyle and the surrounding counties for once again selecting our dealership as the #1 new car dealership, used car dealership, and place to have your vehicle serviced. We strive daily to meet every need of every customer, and since 1949 we have been providing quality products and services at a fair price while treating our customers and employees with respect. Stop in at 225 South Danville Bypass and see just how easy it is to do business with us.
This morning's local news was a service of Stuart Powell Ford Mazda on the bypass in Danville and online at stuartpowell.com.
Hey everybody, this is Derek Gray with the Mercer County Tourist Commission, and we are excited for our new app, Visit Mercer County KY. Head on over to the App Store, type in Visit Mercer County KY. You should see the new city logo with the navy background and the white H. Home screen here has attractions, food and drink, lodging, to-do, events, my plan, login, notifications, and tutorials. We are excited about the app, and whether you're a local or a visitor, we hope this enhances your experience when you come to Mercer County.
Want to play a game with me and Dad?
Mommy's not feeling good.
You need to vaporize that cold.
Vaporize?
Yeah, with Dayquil VapoCool. It's Dayquil plus a rush of Vicks vapors.
Whoa.
Come on, honey. Let's let Mommy rest.
You guys are amazing. And so is Dayquil VapoCool.
Dayquil VapoCool, the vaporizing daytime coughing, aching, fever, power through your day medicine. And to vaporize sore throat pain, try Vicks VapoCool drops. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Our daughter Jessie loves playing detective.
A clue.
But since we discovered she has sensitive skin, we've been playing detective too.
We thought the problem was our puppy.
But it was actually our old detergent.
Aha.
So we switched to Tide Free and Gentle. Tide Free and Gentle provides an excellent Tide clean, and it doesn't leave behind irritating residues like dyes or perfumes, so it's gentle on your skin.
Case closed.
If it's got to be clean, it's got to be Tide Free and Gentle.
The WHBN weather forecast is brought to you by the new Howard Carpenter Flooring Outlet in Harrodsburg, 540 North College Street next to Timmy's 5 Point. Shop and save with Howard Carpenter.
We are under a winter storm warning through 7 a.m. in the morning. We got a chance of flurries before 8 this morning, chance of flurries or snow between 8 and 10, then snow after 10, high of 29. New snow accumulation 1 to 3 inches possible. Snow tonight, mainly before 10, low of 23. New snow accumulation 1 to 3 inches possible. Mostly cloudy tomorrow with a high of 30. Saturday night, mostly cloudy, low of 16. Sunny Sunday, high of 36. Mostly cloudy on Monday, high of 34. Mostly sunny and cold Tuesday, high of 25. Mostly sunny and cold Wednesday, high of 23. Partly sunny on Thursday and a high of 30. Right now, we have mostly cloudy skies, 22 degrees in Harrodsburg at 7:10. good Friday morning. This is the 10th day of January. Radio Rick, glad to be along with you. Thanking you so much for making us a part of your Friday morning on WHBN, AM and FM, and HometownLive.net. Birthdays, anniversaries, road situations, and song requests can be done. 859-734-4321, 734-4321. That's the number to use if you want to register yourself or someone else for the DQ ice cream cake giveaway this morning before 10 o'clock. Before 10. For those having a birthday and anniversary between the 4th and 10th, all right, we have Brandy Lewis, Madeline Miller, Weston Horn, and Stuart Carr, all registered to win the DQ ice cream cake. Birthdays. We have Friday, Saturday, and Sunday birthdays is what we have. So, we have today Brittany Ashante, Mariah Case, Chris Storth. Tomorrow, Cody Harlow, Laura Shotwell, Walter Williams, Sandra Swihart, Paul Becker, Keyshawn Rayleigh, Debbie Cloyd Jackson. Sunday, Francisco Cordietta, Lindsey Bryant, Grady Bentley, Corey Stegerwald, Donna Smith, Scott Bottoms, Ann Schobel Green, my cousin, and Pam Fulton, my sister.
Hey, y'all, this is Neil McCoy. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you, Neil McCoy, for stopping by to sing happy birthday to Francisco, Lindsay, Grady, Corey, Donna, Scott, Ann, Pam, Cody, Laura, Walter, Sandra, Paul, Keyshawn, Debbie, Chris, Mariah, and Brittany. Whew. All right. Now, what today is, all right? Again, we're not doing the Today Is quiz anymore. We're doing the Nearly Impossible question quiz, all right? I ask one question, and you have to use a little brain power to try to come up with the answer, all right? Won't make it too hard. And if I don't get a right answer, I'll give you a clue, if that helps, all right? So let's go ahead and see what today is. It's Houseplant Appreciation Day. It is also National Bittersweet Chocolate Day, National Cut Your Energy Costs Day. That ought to be every day. Peculiar People Day, and Save the Eagles Day. Celebrate those accordingly. Celebrate Power Hour number 2. As those of you are just getting up, we officially start the weekend for you with this. Oh, thank you very much. We appreciate that. Hearing from you, Fred, is good stuff. And this is good stuff, your life hack. No matter how happy you are at your job, always spend a little time each year looking for a new one. This will enable you to gauge the demand in your field and see if you're being underpaid or underutilized for your skill set. Do you hear that, boss? Here's your positive thought. I can and I will. That's right. And I can and I will tell you what we've got coming up. We've got Steve Bertram's Sports Report. We'll have a look at UK basketball with Tom Leach, voice of the Wildcats. We will then have Rooster Local Talent Showcase, 7:35. The DQ Today Nearly Impossible Question Quiz. 7:45, good news from Jamie Dunn, Shelter Insurance. 8 o'clock hour, about 8:40 or so, we'll have William Palmer, try to catch up with him, Bama's Blessing Barbecue. Then at 8:45, we'll have Random Facts from David Hopewell. 8:50, Kim King, State Rep Report. All right. Then after the 9 o'clock news and weather forecast, we will have Wilma Linton. We'll be talking about MLK Day, January 20th. Then after the 9:30 news and weather forecast, Larry the Legend Sanders. And we got a change today. We're going to have Brandon Atwood. Brandon Atwood. He's our wrestling promoter, all right? You might find that kind of interesting. So that is where we're at. That's where we're going. We appreciate you listening to WHBN. So kids, just sit back, relax, and watch the pictures fly through the air on this Friday, January 20th. Oh, yes. Get up, move around, and stretch.
Saturday, be sleeping all I can. Oh, it's Friday, and I like it. It's Friday, and I like it. It's Friday, and I like it. It's Friday, and I like it.
This Steve Bertram Sports Report is a service of Stuart Powell Ford Mazda on the Danville Bypass and online at stuartpowell.com.
Hi, this is Fred Sizemore with Stuart Powell Ford and Mazda. All of us here would like to thank everyone in Boyle and the surrounding counties for once again selecting our dealership as the #1 new car dealership, used car dealership, and place to have your vehicle serviced. We strive daily to meet every need of every customer, and since 1949 we have been providing quality products and services at a fair price while treating our customers and employees with respect. Stop in at 225 South Danville Bypass and see just how easy it is to do business with us.
Hello, Central Kentucky. I'm Steve Bertram with sports. Last night in the college football playoffs at the Orange Bowl in Miami, Notre Dame kicked a 41-yard field goal with 5 seconds to go to edge Penn State 27-24. It was 10-all heading into the fourth quarter. Tonight in the other semifinal, Ohio State and Texas will battle for the right to face the Irish for college football's championship. The Buckeyes are 6-point favorites over the Longhorns in the Cotton Bowl in Arlington. 6th-ranked Kentucky's on the road again tomorrow night when they visit number 14, Mississippi State. UK's 1-1 in conference play, while State is one of just 5 teams that are unbeaten after the first 2 games of play. The others are number 2 Auburn, number 5 Alabama, number 10 Texas A&M, and number 23 Ole Miss. Pre-game shows begin at 7, tip-offs at 8:30 for Kentucky at Mississippi State, Saturday night on Z105. The girls and boys 12th Region All-A Championship games are set for tonight at Somerset. The girls' final at 6 is Danville Christian versus Danville. That's followed by the boys' title match between Danville Christian and Somerset Christian around 8. The NFL Wild Card playoff games kick off tomorrow afternoon. At 4:30, the LA Chargers visit the Houston Texans. Then around 8, Pittsburgh Steelers are at the Baltimore Ravens. Sunday at 1, the Buffalo Bills host the Denver Broncos. At 4:30, the Green Bay Packers travel to play the Philadelphia Eagles. Then at 8, the Washington Commanders face the Buccaneers in Tampa Bay. Game 6 is Monday night with the Minnesota Vikings and LA Rams playing in Arizona because of the Los Angeles fires. Kansas City and Detroit have first-round byes. In women's hoops last night, number 15 Kentucky blew out Florida 71-55. UK forced 20 turnovers in their 7th win in a row. The Cats host Auburn Sunday in Memorial Coliseum. In the boys' 2A sectional last night, Mercer County 50, Garrett County 29. In the girls' 2A sectional, Lexington Catholic 52, Garrett County 50. That's sports. God bless America. I'm Steve Bertram on the Hometown Radio Network.
Another opportunity to rise to the occasion on the road. We'll talk about Kentucky's trip to Starkville coming up on a look at UK sports.
The 2025 Kentucky Commodity Conference will be held on Thursday, January 16th at the Sloan Convention Center in Bowling Green. Dive into a day packed with expert agronomy and marketing insights. The keynote speaker is renowned operational meteorologist Andrew Pritchard, with special remarks by Kentucky Ag Commissioner Jonathan Shell. Participation is free, but pre-registration is required. Learn more and get your team registered today by visiting kycommodityconference.org.
We have tremendous resilience and tremendous resolve, and I think the guys have shown that a bunch this season already, and now we're facing the biggest challenge we have all year. And, man, let's go roll it out and see what we can do. Let's go, baby.
Kentucky coach Mark Pope confident his team can bounce back from the loss at Georgia. Next up, a trip to Mississippi State. The Dogs are led by point guard Josh Hubbard, who lit up Kentucky for 34 points last season.
They got an elite level scorer, playmaker in their point guard. As number 12 he's a real talent. He's been doing it for a while. He's really dangerous. They have a really unique piece in their starting four is very much a Draymond Green vibe. He's a really terrific, creative passer. He's got an unbelievable sense of space and time away from the ball. They're really aggressive. They're a high turnover forcing team. They're really aggressive on the glass. They're a top 30 team on the offensive glass. It's kind of the bio of everybody in the SEC. I know Coach Jans really well. He's a terrific coach. He's done a great job, and so it'll be in a venue that's going to be a terrific spirited venue. So it'll be a great challenge for us.
In 2 SEC games, State's given up an average of 57 points a game. John Leach with a look at UK sports.
Big deals. 1, 2, 3. Oh, hi, Jenny here. Just counting all the dollars I saved at my local Big Deals online store. What? You haven't saved yet? Get on it. You'll love the great selection of gift certificates at discount prices. They make great gifts, too. And you can shop right from your phone. Nothing satisfies like counting all those savings. Now let me get back to it. 6, 7, 8.
Go to hometownlive.net to shop and save at the Big Deals online store. You can also find links to download the free Big Deals Media app for your phone. Works on Apple and Android cells. Shop quickly and access all your mobile Big Deal certificates easily for redemption. You can also easily send a mobile certificate to someone else to use via email. Check it out and join the thousands that save with Big Deal certificates to local businesses.
Shop and save with Big Deals at hometownlive.net. That's hometownlive.net.
Water and electricity, 2 things that make our lives easier and better. But as valuable as each one is, together they can be deadly. Water is a conductor of electricity, and if you're standing in water or wet while using an electrical appliance, you could be shocked or electrocuted. Keep all electrical appliances away from water and make sure your hands are dry when using appliances. For more information, contact your electric cooperative.
And that's Intercounty Energy, a Touchstone Energy cooperative.
This is Goldie Goldsmith McNary, inviting you to join me each week for What's Happening Goldie, a talk show that features interesting people about interesting things. We'll learn how to stay healthy and keep fit, and we'll explore the world of entertainment. So join me for What's Happening Goldie.
What's Happening Goldie every Wednesday at 10:05 a.m. and Saturday at 8:30 a.m. on WHBN 1420 a.m. and 99.5 FM.
It's here. It's open. It's what you need to get through your day. It's Starbucks, now in Harrodsburg, located at the Campbellsville University behind the clock tower. Open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Starbucks, it's the coffee for connoisseurs and the comfort for your daily tours. Starbucks in Harrodsburg.
If you've ever been a victim of a scam or fraud attempt, you're not alone. Con artists are good at tricking people. Hi, I'm Adam Hopkins, Security Officer at Farmers National Bank. A way we beat the fraudsters is to communicate with each other. Always feel free to contact us, as we're glad to help you and share advice.
This WHBN weather brought to you by the new Cabin Connections of Harrodsburg, providing the largest selection of playhouses, cabins, sheds, workshops, and more. Financing available, Cabin Connections of Harrodsburg.
We got a chance of flurries before 8, and a chance of snow or flurries from 8 to 10, and snow after 10, high of 29. New snow accumulation, 1 to 3 inches possible. For tonight, snow mainly before 10, low of 23. New snow accumulation, 1 to 3 inches possible. Saturday, mostly cloudy with a high of 30. Mostly cloudy Saturday night, low of 16. Sunny Sunday, high of 36. Mostly cloudy on Monday, high of 34. Right now, Hey, what is that? What do you keep going for? Stop it. All right. Right now, we have a snow shower in and around our listening area. 22 degrees in Harrodsburg at 7:24. Good morning, Larry.
Good morning. I'm Larry Sanders. Welcome to Rooster Local Talent Showcase. A special thank you to our sponsor, Darren Ransel at the Barbershop in Harrodsburg, next to Casey's. Today we're going to feature former Borderline member, Ms. Emily Horn. We watched her grow up. She'll be doing the old classic, Respect.
The Barbershop by Darren Ransdell is a barbershop that offers today's men a haven where they can sit back, relax, and talk sports, politics, or the weather. Located next to Casey's on South College Street in Harrodsburg. Open Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 5:30, Saturday, 7:30 to noon.
been listening to Rooster Local Talent Showcase. It's a service of Darren Ranstall's Barbershop next to Casey's in Harrodsburg. You can be the next Rooster Local Talent Showcase star by bringing your music to WHBN Studio. I'm Larry Sanders. You're listening to Radio Rick, playing the best in music and keeping everyone informed on what's happening in Harrodsburg and Mercer County. 99.5 FM and 1420 AM. WHBN, Harrodsburg.
I dreamed I was there in hillbilly heaven. Oh, what a beautiful sight. Last night I dreamed I went to hillbilly heaven. And you know who greeted me at the gate? The old cowboy philosopher himself, Will Rogers. He said to me, Tex, the big boss of the riders up here has asked me to kind of show you around. And right over yonder's a couple of your old compadres. My, was I glad to see 'em. Carson Robinson and the Mississippi Blue yodeler, Jimmy Rogers. I dreamed I was there in hillbilly heaven. Oh, what a beautiful sight. He introduced me to Wiley Post, and he showed me the Hall of Fame with all the gold guitars and fiddles hanging on the wall. Then he said, Tex, step over this way. There are two more of your friends I know you'll want to see. They're waiting for you. And there they were, standing side by side, smiling at me. Hank Williams and Johnny Horton. I met all the stars in hillbilly heaven. Oh, what a star-studded night. Then I asked him who else he expected within the next, say, 100 years. He handed me a large book covered with stardust. Will called it the Big Tally Book. In it were many names, and each name was branded in pure gold. I began to read some of them as I turned the pages. Red Foley, Ernest Tubb, Gene Autry, Roy Acuff, Eddie Arnold, Tennessee Ernie, Eddie Dean, Andy Griffith, Roy Rogers, Tex Ritter. Tex Ritter. Oh, well, that's when I woke up. And I'm sorry I did, because I dreamed I was there in hillbilly heaven.
Tex Ritter, born Sunday, 1905, expired 1974. I dreamed of a hillbilly heaven. It is 7:30.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
The members of the Senate hereby express their most profound sympathy upon the passing of the former President Jimmy Carter. When the Senate adjourns on this day, it does so in honor and loving memory of former President Jimmy Carter.
Yesterday, Kentucky lawmakers paid tribute to former President Jimmy Carter. On the day of Carter's funeral in Washington, the Kentucky Senate approved a resolution honoring the nation's 39th president. The resolution was sponsored by Democratic Senator Gerald Neal, who called Carter a servant of humanity.
President Carter wasn't just a leader of a nation. He was a servant of humanity, an advocate for peace, and a beacon of hope. From the red clay soil of Georgia to the global stage, he showed us that greatness is not found in power, but in purpose.
Democratic Senator Karen Berg said Carter epitomized respect.
Jimmy Carter, to me, epitomized respect. He showed respect. He treated the least among us with respect.
Meantime, Kentucky Senator Ron Paul wants to save TikTok in the United States. He previously sent a letter to President Joe Biden urging him to give the social media platform a 90-day extension. Currently, TikTok has until the 19th to sell or face a ban. The U.S. Supreme Court will hear oral arguments later today to consider if the proposed ban violates the First Amendment. Kentucky State Police have a death investigation on their hands. A woman found dead Wednesday morning in the parking lot of the Campbellsburg Dollar General, identified as 56-year-old Rebecca Skeen. Police have not determined her cause of death yet. I'm Lee Mowen.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
It's time for the news, all about your neighbors and probably about you. It's your local news, presented by
First Financial Bank.
Monday through Saturday.
What does it mean to believe in something, to truly support and get behind it, to be committed and invested in making sure it succeeds and grows? At First Financial Bank, we go beyond banking, providing resources for dreams that matter and giving back to projects that make a difference. As our family grows, our commitment to serve the community grows with it. First Financial Bank, because together, we're better. First Financial Bank, member FDIC.
Located in Harrodsburg at the corner of College and Childs.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update. More apartments are coming to Harrodsburg. The Harrodsburg Herald's reporting that the Planning and Zoning Commission has approved a site plan submitted for the construction of 4 single-story apartment buildings at 200 Pinehurst Way in Harrodsburg. Those lots are adjacent to the city fire and police stations and will be 4 buildings with 5 units each. The Ephraim McDowell Healthcare Foundation is bringing back its Happy Heart Day. The event is dedicated to raising awareness about heart health and promoting well-being across the community. While the event is a ticketed event, there is the free health hall where participants can explore sponsor booths for free and enjoy interactive exhibits focused on health and wellness. Inside the event, guests can choose between breakout sessions led by healthcare experts and how different things like obesity, diabetes, mental health, sleep, nutrition, and fitness all affect your heart health. It's set for Friday, February 21st at Centenary Methodist Church. For information, go to emhealth.org. And speaking of Ephraim, they'll host a free community health screening 2 weeks from today, Friday, January 24th. They'll be doing blood pressure, take-home colorectal cancer screening kits, BMI, cholesterol and glucose, depression and anxiety, and health counseling. Walk-ins are welcome. Again, it's Friday, January 24th from 9 until 12 noon at the McDowell Wellness Center. Reporting for the Hometown Radio Network, I'm Joe Mathis.
What does it mean to believe in something, to truly support and get behind it, to be committed and invested in making sure it succeeds and grows? At First Financial Bank, we go beyond banking, providing resources for dreams that matter and giving back to projects that make a difference. As our family grows, our commitment to serve the community grows with it. First Financial Bank, because together, we're better. First Financial Bank, member FDIC.
Located in Harrodsburg at the corner of College and Childs.
Here are the obituaries. Anna Bernice Steele, age 94 of Harrodsburg, died Friday. She was the widow of Robert Paul Steele. Visitation is this Friday from 12 noon at the time of the service at 2 o'clock at Sims Funeral Services. Loretta Faye Pruitt Mudd, age 85 of Harrodsburg, died Monday. She was the widow of R.V. Mudd. Visitation is Friday from noon at the time of the service at 2 o'clock at Alexander and Royalty Funeral Home. Carolyn S. Whitehouse, age 73 of Lawrenceburg, died Saturday. A memorial service will be held at a later date. Saffel House Funeral Home is in charge of the arrangements. Raymond Bowen, age 87 of Harrisburg, died Saturday. He was the husband of Vina Driscoll Bowen. Visitation is Tuesday from 11 at the time of the service at 2 o'clock at Alexander Royalty Funeral Home. And those today's obituaries on AM 1420 and 99.5 FM WHBN.
That's the news for today, presented by
First Financial Bank.
Charles and College in Harrodsburg.
This WHBN weather forecast is service of Commonwealth Heating and Air. When you want it done right the first time at a fair price, call Harlan Holiday, 859-325-4206. Commonwealth Heating and Air is your trouble specialist. We've got a chance of flurries before 8 this morning, then a chance of snow or flurries between 8 and 10, then snow after 10, high of 29, new snow accumulation 1 to 3 inches possible. Tonight, snow, mainly before 10, low of 23, new snow accumulation 1 to 3 inches possible. Mostly cloudy tomorrow, high of 30. Tomorrow night, mostly cloudy with low of 16. Sunny Sunday, high of 36. Mostly cloudy Monday, high of 34. Right now, we have mostly cloudy skies, 20 degrees in Harrodsburg at 7:36 and a half. Good Friday morning to you. This is the 10th day of January. Radio Rick, glad to have you along on WHBN AM and FM, hometownlive.net. All right, you ready for the nearly impossible question? I've got somebody calling already, and they don't even know what the question is. So, boy, that's confidence, I'm telling you. All right, up for grabs. If you get this right, the question right, 2 barbecue melts from DQ are happy, taste good. Not 1, but 2 barbecue melts. Those are good, too, by the way. All right, are you ready for the nearly impossible question? Here it is. What goes up and never comes down? What goes up and never comes down? 859-734-4321. Think about it. What goes up and never comes down? 734-4321. Call me with the nearly impossible answer, and we'll give you 2 barbecue melts. Keith Anderson. Got a birthday on Sunday. It's 57.
Hey, baby, what you doing this evening? Can you meet me down at the railroad tracks? I got Tom Petty playing in my Silverado, and I've iced down a 6-pack. Hey, Daisy, don't you worry about your mama. Like 007, we can keep it covert. Undercover on the ground by the water, gonna get a little peace on earth. I say, baby, what you say we go picking wildflowers? Got a spot way back in the woods. Sneak away for a couple of hours. You and me, baby, are picking wildflowers. Hey, baby, Mother Nature is waiting and love's blooming like a cherry tree. Let's buzz around, maybe do some pollinating, yeah. Dive in like honeybees. Baby, what you say we go picking wildflowers? Got a spot way back in the woods. We'll sneak away for a couple of hours. You and me, baby. I'm picking wildflowers. Take a trail ride if you know what I mean. Hey, baby, won't you come with me? What you say we go picking wildflowers? Got a spot way back in the woods. We'll sneak away for a couple of hours. Spend a little time picking wildflowers. What you say we go picking wildflowers? Got a spot way back in the woods. We'll sneak away for a couple of hours. You and me, baby. You and me, baby.
Keith Anderson, he's picking them wildflowers. Sunday, he's going to be 57 years old. Don't have the right answer yet for the DQ Today Is quiz. All right. Let me give you the question again. What goes up and never comes down? All right. Think about that. What goes up and never comes down? Do you need a clue? Think about, well, somebody's calling in. Maybe you don't need a clue. What goes up never comes down. Time goes on for all of us. There's your clue. All right, think about it. Hey, Rod Stewart is 80 years old today. Yeah, this one is called Forever Young. Rod Stewart, Forever Young, as we celebrate Rod Stewart's 80th birthday today. I got a winner for the DQ, nearly impossible question. Debbie Claunch figured it out. What goes up and never comes down? Your age. There you go, your age. Always goes up and never comes down. Haven't figured that one out yet, so there we go. All right, thank you, Debbie. Thank you all. I had several people that got it, so thank you all called in. Thank you, Barbara Montgomery, because we could not do this without your generosity. We'll do it again, same time, same station on Monday. I'll remind you, Campbellsville Harrodsburg campus staff will work virtually today. Campbellsville Harrodsburg campus staff will work virtually today. All right, so that's the only notice I have from anyone. So we will carry on. And, oops, we have your tech report. And I got a mess here. Almost had a big mess to clean up. All right, get over here. I've got your tech report, and the good news brought to you by Jamie Dunn, Shelter Insurance.
Customers of AT&T are going to start seeing bill credits for network interruptions. Matt Mattinson has a story.
The telecommunications company announced its AT&T guarantee on Wednesday. It's aimed to give subscribers a full day's worth of credit should fiber customers experience a 20-minute outage or wireless customers see a 60-minute interruption. This comes as AT&T experienced a number of outages in 2024, including one last February that lasted 12 hours and was felt across the country.
Indonesia still will not allow Apple to sell iPhone 16s to its citizens. The country's regulators banned Apple's latest phone because it does not contain at least 40% locally made components. The hardline comes despite Apple's plan to invest $1 billion to build an AirTag manufacturing facility in the country. And Sam Altman denying sexual assault allegations made by his sister. Ann Altman claims in a lawsuit that the now OpenAI CEO assaulted her numerous times at the family's home in Missouri when she was 3 and he was 12. Tech Report, I'm Mark Mayfield.
Thank you, Mark. And the good news is brought to you by this man right here.
I'm Jamie Dunn, your local shelter insurance agent. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
A woman in Dallas reached out to thank Delta for helping her say goodbye to her mom who passed away in October. Now, she was trying to get to Bismarck, North Dakota, to see her when the flight got delayed, so she would have missed her connection. But the pilot heard about it and got in touch with the next pilot, who agreed to hold the plane until she got there. They also bumped her to first class so she could get the plane off the plane faster then. The second flight waited about 30 minutes. Her mom passed away the next day. She wrote online that Delta's kindness gave her 24 extra hours with her, and that they say, "I love you," for one last time. Quote, "Thank you, Delta. You gave me the gift of time." A couple in Canada who got married in 1968 just saw their wedding photos for the first time. Margaret and Barry Sharman didn't have enough money to buy their photos back then and never even got to look at them. One of Margaret's bridesmaids works at a museum now. Someone randomly donated the photos after buying them at a yard sale. Margaret and Barry finally got to relive their wedding day last month on Christmas Eve. Speaking of weddings, a 23-year-old woman in Florida named Gianna Huber is in the news after throwing a mini wedding for her grandmother in hospice. Her real one was 4 months out, and she knew her grandmother didn't make it that long, or wouldn't. It happened in August, but she shared the video. Gianna and her fiance got all dressed up and even brought in flower girls. Sadly, her grandma passed away in September. Gianna says she hopes the video inspires people to do something that makes someone happy now. Quote, "Jump on it and don't wait." She and her fiance officially tied the knot last month. And that is the good news, brought to you by every weekday time with Jamie Dunn Shelter Insurance. So if you would be so kind is either stop by his office or give him a quick call and say, "Jamie, thank you. We really appreciate getting the good news." All right?
Did you get us switched over to shelter insurance?
Actually, I found a deal online.
You did? Does your deal come with award-winning customer service?
Oh, I'm not sure.
Does the deal include a local agent?
Doesn't actually say.
Can we create a customized plan that fits our needs? Let's just call the local shelter agent.
For insurance that fits just right, find a shelter agent near you.
I'm Jamie Dunn, your local shelter insurance agent. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
Country music music superstar Blake Shelton presents Friends and Heroes 2025. One legendary night of country music that you won't want to miss. Blake Shelton. Live in Rupp Arena February 27th. Featuring special appearances by Craig Morgan. Dina Carter. And Trace Adkins. With special guest Emily Ann Roberts. Rupp Arena, February 27th. Get tickets now at Ticketmaster.com. Blake Shelton, Friends and Heroes 2025. Featuring special appearances by Craig Morgan, Dina Carter, and Trace Adkins. With special guest Emily Ann Roberts. Produced by Messina Touring Group and AEG Presents.
Hey folks, Chrysler Cowboy here. When I started my journey in the automotive industry, learned 3 valuable lessons. 1, have a good product. 2, treat people with respect. And 3, make sure it's a fair deal for everybody. I'm proud to call Anderson County my home, and at Chrysler Lawrenceburg, we want to give you that down-home experience. We offer certified pre-owned vehicles that come with a lifetime engine warranty, free tire rotation with every oil change, and customer service that rivals the best anywhere around. Chrysler Cowboy. If you can't remember that, just look for the hat. It's where you need to be, folks. Chrysler of Lawrenceburg.
As the cornerstone of a free society, the Mercer County Public Library serves the entire community as a center that meets learning and recreational needs through quality materials and service in an atmosphere that's welcoming and respectful. The Mercer County Public Library offers a variety of free materials and services, such as books, magazines, CDs, DVDs, audiobooks, newspapers, computers with internet access, programs, and workshops. To be in the know, go to your Mercer County Public Library, West Lexington Street, open Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday 9 to 5, Tuesday and Thursday 9 to 7:30.
Are you considering a new home purchase or maybe a remodel? Are you looking for a stable partner you can trust to help you understand your options? This is Jason Tyler. I'm a loan officer at Whitaker Bank in Harrodsburg. As part of your community, I'm here to help you understand the best options for you today and in the future. Give me a call at 859-734-3316 and let me show you what Uniquely Kentucky means. Whitaker Bank is Uniquely Kentucky, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
The Personal Effects Show, a program that encourages listeners to understand antiques, collectibles, and sometimes just plain junk. The Personal Effects Show airs each Saturday morning on WHBN FM 99.5 and AM 1420 after the 10 o'clock news with Jerry Sampson, your host, who interviews collectors, dealers, experts, and others. The Personal Effects Show is sponsored by the James Harrod Trust and J. Sampson Antiques and Books.
This is Parable's own Alyssa Ray. I got my start on American Idol. You can get your start weekday mornings 6 till 10 with Radio Rick on 99.5 WHBN The Rooster.
During the North African campaign, a group of soldier boys had been on a long hike. They came to a town called Bizerti. The next day being Sunday, some of the boys went to church. A sergeant commanded the boys in church, and after the chaplain had read the prayers, the text was taken up next. Those of the boys who had prayer books took them out, but this one boy only had a deck of cards, so he spread them out. The sergeant saw the cards and said, "Soldier, put away those cards." After the services were over, the boy was taken prisoner, brought before the provost marshal. The marshal said, "Sergeant, why have you brought this man here?" "For playing cards in church, sir." "What have you to say for yourself, son?" "Much, sir," replied the soldier. The marshal said, "I hope so, because if not, I shall punish you more than any man was ever punished." The soldier boy said, "Sir, I had been on a long march for 6 days. I had neither Bible nor prayer book. But I hope to satisfy you, sir, with the purity of my intentions." And with that, the boy began his story. You see, sir, when I look at the ace in my deck of cards, it reminds me there is but one God. The deuce tells me that the Bible is divided into two parts, the Old and the New Testaments. When I see the tray, I think of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. And when I look at the four, I think of the four great evangelists who preached the gospel. There were Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. And when I see the five, it reminds me of the 5 wise virgins who trimmed their lamps. There were 10 of them. 5 were wise and were saved. 5 were foolish and were shut out. When I look at the 6, I know that in 6 days God made this great heaven and earth. And the 7 tells me that on the 7th day he rested from his work and called it holy. And when I see the 8, I think of the 8 righteous persons God saved when he destroyed this earth. It was Noah, his wife, their 3 sons, and their wives. And when I see the 9, I think of the lepers our Savior cleansed, and 9 out of the 10 didn't even thank him. Of course, when I see the 10, I always remember the 10 Commandments. The 10 Commandments that God handed down to Moses on the tablets of stone. And when I see the King, sir, I know there is but one King of heaven, God Almighty. When I see the Queen, I think of the Blessed Virgin Mary, the Queen of heaven. And the jack or knave is the devil. When I count the spots on my deck of cards, I find 365, the number of days in a year. There are 52 cards, the number of weeks in a year. There are 13 tricks, the number of weeks in a quarter. There are 4 suits, the number of weeks in a month. And 12 picture cards, the number of months in a year. So you see, sir, my deck of cards serves me not only as a Bible, almanac, but also a prayer book.
Tex Ritter with the deck of cards. On Sunday, Tex Ritter was born in 1905. He expired in 1974. He's a country music hall of famer. Also Sunday, Ray Price was born in 1926, expired in 2013. We'll have some music by him. And Glenn Yarborough, born in 1930. He expired in 2016. He also was born on Sunday. We are coming up on 8 o'clock. We'll have news from NBC. We'll have news locally with Joe. We'll have your weather forecast. And a lot more stuff. Bots View, Steve Bertram Sports Report. So keep it right here on WHBN Harrodsburg, the Rooster, your community voice since 1955. It's heard on AM 1420. FM 99.5. Also on the World Wide Web at hometownlive.net. That is where your online store, it's called Big Deals. You'll save 20, 30, up to 50% on goods and services you need and want. Check it out. Somebody's always got a birthday, an anniversary, or just a way to say thank you. Check out the online store. It's open 24/7. You don't have to worry about parking. Don't have to worry about long lines. Just go to hometownlive.net, click on Big Deals, and saving is believing. It's 8 o'clock.
NBC News Radio, I'm Michael Kastner. The death toll from the Los Angeles wildfires is now up to 10. The Los Angeles County Medical Examiner said last night that the fire-related death toll has risen from 5 to 10. They didn't give any details, but the update comes after several bodies were reportedly found yesterday in the rubble of the Palisades fire. Forward progress of the Kenneth Fire burning near homes in Calabasas and West Hills in the San Fernando Valley has stopped. A parade of Los Angeles County Fire Department water-dropping helicopters swooped in to save hillside homes near the 101 freeway on Thursday. The fire has burned 1,000 acres of land and is 35% contained. A possible arson suspect is in custody in connection with the fire, which started at about 3:30 Thursday afternoon. Some mandatory evacuation orders remain in place. L.A. County officials say they accidentally sent out a cell phone text alert to all residents in the county, not just the people near the Kenneth Fire. Dana Griffin in Los Angeles says it appears to be a technical glitch.
They say that the evacuation area that was supposed to receive that alert was entered correctly into their system. So we definitely have a lot of questions as to what went wrong. A lot of people, were freaked out about that.
Adding to the tension, another alert, again sent out to non-threatened areas, went out within the last hour. You find out that you can stand down when they send out yet another alert, complete with a loud and jarring alert tone. Stephen Ford, one of the late President Gerald Ford's 4 children, read his father's eulogy written for his friend, former President Jimmy Carter, yesterday at Carter's funeral.
I'm looking forward to our reunion. We have much to catch up on. Thank you, Mr. President. Welcome home, old friend.
Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Hi, I'm Chuck McDowell, the timeshare cancellation guy and founder of Wesley Financial Group. And I want to set the record straight. I am not an attorney. I've never wanted to be an attorney. And the truth is, I really don't even like attorneys. If I sound like an attorney or if I look like an attorney, I'll apologize. But what I've learned in my 15 years in the timeshare cancellation business is you don't need to be an attorney to get folks out of their timeshare. At Wesley, we've helped over 40,000 families cancel their timeshare without me being an attorney. And I want to share with you how we do it. Just give my office a call, and you will not talk to an attorney. And I guarantee if we take you as a client, we'll get you out of your timeshare, or you'll pay nothing.
Call now for your free information kit. 800-714-9090. 800-714-9090. 800-714-9090.
Vice President Kamala Harris will not be taking a planned foreign trip so she can continue to help with the federal response to the catastrophic wildfires in her home state of California. More from Trent Murray.
The Vice President was planning to visit Germany, Singapore and Bahrain next week in what was expected to be her final overseas trip as VP. In Germany, she was due to meet US soldiers currently stationed at Spangdahlem Air Base in the west of the country before travelling on to Asia.
The decision comes after President Biden scrapped his own planned trip to Rome to meet with Pope Francis and Italian officials so he can help lead the disaster recovery efforts. Google and Boeing are adding themselves to the list of companies donating to President-elect Donald Trump. More from Mark Mayfield.
Both companies have each given $1 million to Trump's inaugural committee. They join other corporations, including Meta, Amazon, and Uber, that have donated large amounts to Trump ahead of his inauguration on January 20th. Toyota and Ford have also contributed $1 million each to the fund. Along with financial contributions, top executives, including Google's Sundar Pichai and Amazon's Jeff Bezos, have met privately with Trump at his home in Mar-a-Lago. I'm Mark Mayfield.
Researchers with the University of Florida are trying to find a cure to a bacterial disease that's hurting the state's citrus industry. Brian Shook with more.
UF's Institute of Food and Agricultural Sciences Citrus Research and Education Center says it's made a breakthrough in the fight against citrus greening disease. Experts gave an update on Wednesday saying they're testing a new type of citrus tree that can fight off the tiny insects responsible for transmitting the disease. The potential treatment is expected to take a few years to try out in the field before it's determined to be successful.
Michael Kastner, NBC News.
More apartments are coming to Harrodsburg. The Harrodsburg Herald's reporting that the Planning and Zoning Commission has approved a site plan submitted for the construction of 4 single-story apartment buildings at 200 Pinehurst Way in Harrodsburg. Those lots are adjacent to the city fire and police stations and will be 4 buildings with 5 units each. The Ephraim McDowell Healthcare Foundation is bringing back its Happy Heart experts and how different things like obesity, diabetes, mental health, sleep, nutrition, and fitness all affect your heart health. It's set for Friday, February 21st at Centenary Methodist Church. For information, go to emhealth.org. And speaking of Ephraim, they'll host a free community health screening 2 weeks from today, Friday, January 24th. They'll be doing blood pressure, take-home colorectal cancer screening kits, BMI, cholesterol and glucose, depression and anxiety, and health counseling. Walk-ins are welcome. Again, it's Friday, January 24th from 9 until 12 noon at the McDowell Wellness Center. Reporting for the Hometown Radio Network, I'm Joe Mathis.
Big deals. 1, 2, 3. Oh, hi. Jenny here. Just counting all the dollars I saved at my local Big Deals online store. What? You haven't saved yet? Get on it. You'll love the great selection of gift certificates at discount prices. They make great gifts, too. And you can shop right from your phone. Nothing satisfies like counting all those savings. Now let me get back to it. 6, 7, 8.
Go to hometownlive.net to shop and save at the Big Deals online store. You can also find links to download the free Big Deals Media app for your phone. Works on Apple and Android cells. Shop quickly and access all your mobile Big Deal certificates easily for redemption. You can also easily send a mobile certificate to someone else to use via email. Check it out and join the thousands that save with Big Deal certificates to local businesses.
Or 2 double cheeseburgers for only $7. Top it off with a confetti dip cone, 75% off in January. Don't forget the $7 meal deal includes meat, fries, drink, and Blizzard, all just $7. Blizzard of the month, Reese's Pieces cookie dough. These are just a few of the great savings to start off your year right at your Harrodsburg DQ, where a happy tastes good.
The WHBN weather forecast is brought to you by the Old Bus Station Restaurant, offering good old-fashioned home cooking. Open for breakfast at 6 weekdays and Saturday at 8. The Old Bus Station Restaurant on South Greenville Street in Harrodsburg.
We have a winter storm warning out until 7 tomorrow morning. We got a chance of snow or flurries until 10, then snow after 10, high of 29. New snow accumulation 1 to 3 inches possible. Tonight, snow mainly before 10, low of 23. New snow accumulation 1 to 3 inches. Mostly cloudy tomorrow, high of 30. Tomorrow night, mostly cloudy with a low of 16. Sunday, sunny, high of 36. What is wrong with this headset? It doesn't sound right. Let's see. Then for Saturday night, mostly cloudy. I told you low of 16. Sunday, sunny, high of 36. Monday, starting work week off, mostly cloudy with a high of 34. Mostly sunny and cold on Tuesday, high of 25. Mostly sunny and cold on Wednesday, high of 23. Thursday, partly sunny, high of 30. Right now, we have, let's get an update, weather flanger updater, and see what is going on. See if it has changed any. We've got cloudy skies. 22 degrees in Harrodsburg at 8:09 and a half. Good Friday morning to you. This is the 10th day of January. Ready, Rick, glad to be along with you. Thanking you so much for making us a part of your Friday morning on WHBN, AM and FM, and hometownlive.net. Birthdays, anniversaries, road situations in Harrodsburg, Mercer County, or Bergen. And song requests. One number is all you got to remember, 859-734-4321, 734-4321. We have
4 people registered to win the DQ ice cream cake. We're giving another one away this morning before 10 o'clock. For those having a birthday or anniversary between the 4th and 10th, we have Stuart Carr, Weston Horn, Madeline Miller, and Brandy Lewis, all registered to win a DQ ice cream cake. All I need you to do is call me up, give me a name and phone number. We'll get them registered. Campbellsville Harrodsburg campus staff will report virtually today. Campbellsville Harrodsburg campus staff will work virtually today. All right. Birthdays we do for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. All right. Today, Brittany Ashante, Mariah Case, Chris Storth. Tomorrow, Debbie Cloyd Jackson, Keyshawn Riley, Paul Becker, Sandra Swihart, Walter Williams, Laura Shotwell, Cody Harlow. Sunday, Pam Fulton, Ann Schobel Green, Scott Bottoms, Donna Smith, Corey Stegerwald, Grady Bentley, Lindsey Bryant, and Francisco Cordieda.
Hi, this is Reba McEntire. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, God bless you. Happy birthday to you. And chocolate cake.
Oh, thank you so much. We appreciate that. Huh. Okay. Thank you, Reba. All right. I'm going to let you know that today is Houseplant Appreciation Day, National Bittersweet Chocolate Day, National Cut Your Energy Costs Day, Peculiar People Day, and Save the Eagles Day. Celebrate those accordingly. Celebrate Power Hour number 3. For those of you just getting up right now, we start the weekend early because and with this. Oh, thank you, Fred. Everybody looks so forward to hearing from you. We surely do. All right, let's see. What we got coming up? I'm glad you asked. We got Vaught's Views. We'll have Steve Bertram Sports Report. We will then have, we'll check in with William Palmer, see if we can catch up with him. Bama's Blessing Barbecue in the Beaumont Plaza. Then at 8:45, a round of facts from David Hopewell. Kim King, State Rep Report at 8:50. After the 9 o'clock news and weather forecast, we'll be having special guest Wilma Linton talking about MLK Day, January 20th. Then after the news and weather forecast at 9:30, we'll have Larry the Legend Sanders, and we'll be talking with a wrestling promoter, Brandon Atwood. So that's what's upcoming. Oh, your life hack. Let's go ahead and give that to you, too. No matter how happy you are at your job, always spend a little time each year looking for a new one. This will enable you to gauge the demand in your field and to see if you're being underpaid or underutilized for your skill set. And your positive thought, I can and I will. That's good stuff right there. All right, I think we've got everything else taken care of, kids. So it just leaves me to tell you to sit back, relax, and watch the pictures fly through the air on this Friday, January 10th.
Vox Views on University of Kentucky Sports is on the air. Featuring 7-time Kentucky Sports Writer of the Year, Larry Vaught.
I just have a feeling that Saturday's game for Mississippi State is going to be a really difficult game for Kentucky. Former University of Kentucky player Scott Padgett is in his 3rd year as a Mississippi State assistant. In the previous 2 years, the Bulldogs have won 21 games and gone to the NCAA tournament both times. Padgett believes State is good enough to do even more this year. Padgett was part of UK's 1998 National Championship season and was an 8-year NBA veteran. Padgett has 15 seasons of coaching experience at the Division I level and has recruited and coached over 30 players that have gone on to play professionally. Padgett began his coaching career as an assistant strength coach at Kentucky during John Calipari's first season at UK in 2000. 2009 and 10. He later became head coach at Stanford and won the third most games of any coach there.
Lots Views will return in a moment.
Are you carefully managing fertilizer applications and budget, but still not achieving your yield goals? Micro 500 from AgriLiquid effectively addresses yield-limiting micronutrient deficiencies without the expense of additional applications, nutrient waste, or an unbearable mess. Micro 500's balanced combination of micronutrients is safe to apply and its compatibility is unmatched. Achieve your yield goals with Micro 500 from AgriLiquid. Find out more at agriliquid.com.
Scott Padgett played with Kentucky coach Mark Pope at UK. When Pope was named Kentucky's coach, Padgett was one of the names considered for a spot on the Kentucky staff, but Pope opted to go a different way with coaches more involved in analytics. Padgett understood and wants his alma mater to do well, except when it plays Mississippi State, and I know him well enough to know he compiled a comprehensive scouting report on Kentucky, and the Bulldogs will be ready to give UK fits on Saturday.
Find more from Larry at yoursportsedge.com.
Jan Briscoe from Royalty Florist and Gifts.
I still do interior design, so we can help you out with from your home decor, or we have our own website, royaltyfloraldesigns.com. Go there and some of our own personal design that can help you select something that's just right for you. Phone number is 734-3339, 734-3339, and our website is royaltyfloraldesigns.com. So any of your major wire services that are out there, contact them, 1-800-FLOWERS, and they'll make sure that we get the order.
Hello, Central Kentucky. I'm Steve Bertram with sports. Last night in the college football playoffs at the Orange Bowl in Miami, Notre Dame kicked a 41-yard field goal with 5 seconds to go to edge Penn State 27-24. It was 10-all heading into the fourth quarter. Tonight in the other semifinal, Ohio State and Texas will battle for the right to face the Irish for college football's championship. The Buckeyes are 6-point favorites over the Longhorns in the Cotton Bowl in Arlington. Sixth-ranked Kentucky's on the road again tomorrow night when they visit number 14, Mississippi State. UK's 1-1 in conference play, while State is one of just 5 teams that are unbeaten after the first 2 games of play. The others are number 2 Auburn, number 5 Alabama, number 10 Texas A&M, and number 23 Ole Miss. Pre-game shows begin at 7, tip-offs at 8:30 for Kentucky at Mississippi State, Saturday night on Z105. The girls and boys 12th Region All-A Championship games are set for tonight at Somerset. The girls' final at 6 is Danville Christian versus Danville. That's followed by the boys' title match between Danville Christian and Somerset Christian around 8. The NFL Wild Card playoff games kick off tomorrow afternoon. At 4:30, the LA Chargers visit the Houston Texans. Then around 8, the Pittsburgh Steelers are at the Baltimore Ravens. Sunday at 1, the Buffalo Bills host the Denver Broncos. At 4:30, the Green Bay Packers travel to play the Philadelphia Eagles. Then at 8, the Washington Commanders face the Buccaneers in Tampa Bay. Game 6 is Monday night with the Minnesota Vikings and L.A. Rams playing in Arizona because of the Los Angeles Fires. Kansas City and Detroit have first-round byes. In women's hoops last night, number 15 Kentucky blew out Florida 71-55. UK forced 20 turnovers in their 7th win in a row. The Cats host Auburn Sunday in Memorial Coliseum. In the boys' 2A sectional last night, Mercer County 50, Garrett County 29. In the girls' 2A sectional, Lexington Catholic 52, Garrett County 50. That's sports. God bless America. I'm Steve Bertram on the Hometown Radio Network.
Big deals. 1, 2, 3. Oh, hi. Jenny here. Just counting all the dollars I saved at my local Big Deals online store. What? You haven't saved yet? Get on it. You'll love the great selection of gift certificates at discount prices. They make great gifts, too. And you can shop right from your phone. Nothing satisfies like counting all those savings. Now let me get back to it. 6, 7, 8.
Go to hometownlive.net to shop and save at the Big Deals online store. You can also find links to download the free Big Deals Media app for your phone. Works on Apple and Android cells. Shop quickly and access all your mobile Big Deal certificates easily for redemption. You can also easily send a mobile certificate to someone else to use via email. Check it out and join the thousands that save with Big Deal certificates to local businesses.
Shop and save with big deals at hometownlive.net. That's hometownlive.net.
Harrisburg Tire and Automotive is a full-service auto center providing a wide range of tire and auto care services. They provide customers with tires of all brands and sizes. Harrisburg Tire and Automotive can accommodate vehicles from small cars to dually trucks. They offer a lot of auto maintenance services, including brakes, front-end work, alignments, engine repairs, computer diagnostics, tune-ups, oil changes, and so much more. North College Street next to Napa. Give them a call, 734-4563, 734-4563 for Harrisburg Tire.
Catch these savings at your Harrodsburg Napa. Evercraft 11-piece combination wrench set SAE polished chrome, $43.99. Castro GTX motor oil, 10W40, full synthetic, 5 quarts for $43.49. Xerox cooling system antifreeze, 1 gallon price, $13.99. Rain-X Latitude water repellency wiper blades, 24-inch, $13.49. Gear Up cargo mat, universal in black, $37.49. Your one-stop shop for savings is at your Harrodsburg Napa, located at North College Street. Don't forget to sign up for your money-saving Napa rewards.
The WHBN weather forecast is brought to you by Horn Home Supply, a trusted name for quality service and a fair price for over 40 years. See Matt Horn at Horn Home Supply in Harrodsburg, South College Street.
We got a chance of snow flurries between now and 10, and snow after 10 with a high of 29. New snow accumulation 1 to 3 inches is possible. Snow mainly before 10 tonight, a low of 23. New snow accumulation 1 to 3 inches possible. Mostly cloudy tomorrow with a high of 30. For tomorrow night, mostly cloudy, low of 16. Sunny on Sunday, high of 36. Mostly cloudy Monday, high of 34. Right now, we have a snow shower in and around our listening area, 22 degrees in Harrodsburg at 8:22. Now, let's go ahead, and I'm trying to look for something here. Let's do this one.
This is Natanya of South Africa. When you're cruising the dial for great music, listen to my friend Radio Rick on WHBN, The Rooster.
Some men climb a mountain, some men swim the sea, some men fly above the sky, they are what they must be. But baby, the rain must fall, baby, the wind must blow, wherever my heart leads me, baby, I must go, baby, I must go. I do not love for silver, I do not love for gold, my heart is mine to give away, it never will be sold. So baby, the rain must fall, baby, the wind must rich or famous, but who can ever tell? I don't know now what waits for me, maybe heaven, maybe hell.
Don't look so sad. I know it's over, but life goes on, and this old world will keep on turning. Let's just be glad we had some time to spend together. There's no need to watch the bridges that we're burning. Lay your head upon my pillow. Hold your warm and tender body close to mine. Hear the whisper of the raindrops blowing soft against the window, and make believe you love me one more time. For the good time. I'll get along. You'll find another, and I'll be here if you should find you ever need me. Don't say a word about tomorrow or forever. There'll be time enough for sadness when you leave me. Lay your head upon my pillow. Hold your warm and tender body close to mine. Hear the whisper of the raindrops blowing soft against the window, and make believe you love me one more time. For the good time.
Ray Price for the good times. Ray Price was born Sunday, 1926, expired 2013. We heard from Glenn Yarborough before that. Baby the Rain Must Fall, born Sunday, 1930, expired in 2000. And stop it, 2006. I thought I pushed that button. I guess I didn't. We're coming up on 8:30. We'll have news from K&N. We'll have your weather forecast. We will check in with William Palmer of Bama's Blessing Barbecue. He's located at Beaumont Plaza next to Rags to Riches. And then we will have the random facts from David Hopewell and then Kim King, State Rep Report. All of that and a lot more just for you for listening to WHBN AM and FM and HometownLive.net. It's 8:30.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
The Kentucky House of Representatives passing a bill that further reduces the individual income tax rate.
This would propose and put into effect a further reduction beginning January 1 of 2026, a reduction from 4% to 3.5% on the individual income tax rate.
Bill-sponsored Republican Jason Petrie, House Bill 1 would lower the rate from 4 to 3.5% effective 2026. The legislation is a top priority for Republicans of a goal of eliminating the income tax altogether. Democrats like George Brown, however, are concerned the transition to a consumption-based sales tax will disproportionately affect lower-income families.
When the state reduces the income tax rate, the people with the highest incomes benefit the most. 2/3 of income tax cuts go to the wealthiest 20% of people.
The bill is now heading to the Kentucky Senate. Attorney General Russell Coleman says Kentucky receiving $110 million from Cincinnati-based Kroger to settle opioid lawsuit claims. Paul Miles with the details.
The grocery chain agreed to pay nearly $1.4 billion to settle lawsuits filed by dozens of states that claim Kroger pharmacies helped fuel the opioid epidemic. Coleman says Kroger was responsible for 444 million opioid doses coming into the Commonwealth during a 13-year period.
But most shockingly, there was no serious system in place, no internal serious system in place in Kroger to track or report suspicious activities. None. No trainings for staff, no guidelines to prevent abuse.
Kroger has said the settlement is not an admission of wrongdoing or liability. I'm Paul Miles.
And I'm Lee Mowen.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update. More apartments are coming to Harrodsburg. The Harrodsburg Herald's reporting that the Planning and Zoning Commission has approved a site plan submitted for the construction of 4 single-story apartment buildings at 200 Pinehurst Way in Harrodsburg. Those lots are adjacent to the city fire and police stations and will be 4 buildings with 5 units each. The Ephraim McDowell Healthcare Foundation is bringing back its Happy Heart Day. The event is dedicated to raising awareness about heart health and promoting well-being across the community. While the event is a ticketed event, there is the free health hall where participants can explore sponsor booths for free and enjoy interactive exhibits focused on health and wellness. Inside the event, guests can choose between breakout sessions led by healthcare experts and how different things like obesity, diabetes, mental health, sleep, nutrition, and fitness all affect your heart health. It's set for Friday, February 21st at Centenary Methodist Church. For information, go to emhealth.org. And speaking of Ephraim, they'll host a free community health screening 2 weeks from today, Friday, January 24th. They'll be doing blood pressure, take-home colorectal cancer screening kits, BMI, cholesterol and glucose, depression and anxiety, and health counseling. Walk-ins are welcome. Again, it's Friday, January 24th from 9 until 12 noon at the McDowell Wellness Center. Reporting for the Hometown Radio Network, I'm Joe Mathis.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
Cars you can give a low down payment. No credit, low credit, be safe. You should call right now, stop wait.
It's your man, Jay Parks at Chrysler Lawrenceburg, 1181 bypass South Lawrenceburg, 7403442. Come on through, I'll make it do what it do. Deals is amazing. Round this way, 502-839-2012. It's amazing.
Graceland Air is everywhere. Your local HVAC company offers a wide range of services for their customers. An effective and long-term solution in both heating and air conditioning repair. Why should I call Graceland Air? They're committed to excellence in every aspect. Exceptional quality of service, honesty, high standard of integrity, and they service all brands. They are your York certified comfort expert. Call them at 859-339-7070. Go online to graceland-ky.com. Graceland Air is everywhere.
Here are the obituaries. Anna Bernice Steele, age 94 of Harrodsburg, died Friday. She was the widow of Robert Paul Steele. Visitation is this Friday from 12 noon at the time of the service at 2 o'clock at Sims Funeral Services. Loretta Faye Pruitt Mudd, age 85 of Harrodsburg, died Monday. She was the widow of R.V. Mudd. Visitation is Friday from noon at the time of the service at 2 o'clock at Alexander and Royalty Funeral Home. Carolyn S. Whitehouse, age 73 of Lawrenceburg, died Saturday. A memorial service will be held at a later date. Saffel House Funeral Home is in charge of the arrangements. Raymond Bowen, age 87 of Harrisburg, died Saturday. He was the husband of Vina Driscoll Bowen. Visitation is Tuesday from 11 to the time of the service at 2 o'clock at Alexander Royalty Funeral Home. And those today's obituaries on AM 1420 and 99.5 FM WHBN.
At Suttles Tree Care, we salute the beauty of the great outdoors. And for those times when the great outdoors isn't so beautiful, you don't have to worry. At Suttles Tree Care, we do it all. We help protect your trees from damage in high winds and storms, even tree and stump removal, land clearing, brush trimming. Let Suttles Tree Care take a look at your property. If there's a tree that could be a problem, we'll let you know and take care of it before the problem happens. At Suttles Tree Care, you get the best for less. Affordable, expert tree and brush trimming, cabling to reduce stress damage on your tree from high winds, weight from ice and snow, and heavy foliage. At Suttles Tree Care, we're your neighbors. We live here. We're a licensed, insured, locally owned business, a family that's been taking care of your land for over 30 years. The great outdoors. It's beautiful. At Suttles Tree Care, we can help you keep it that way. Visit SuttlesTreeCare.com and let's take care of your trees and property before there's a problem. Suttles Tree Care. Get the best for less.
Hi, it's Daryl, the cigar sommelier and owner of Smoke and Bourbon. I know you guys have been waiting, but the wait is over. We are now open for business. So come on down to Smoke and Bourbon, where you can smoke, sip, and chill.
Central Kentucky's newest cigar bar in Danville by the bowling alley in the Greenleaf Shopping Center. This big boss atmosphere is veteran-owned with connoisseur quality cigars and bourbon, creating a social destination. For more information, go to smoke-in-bourbon.com.
Now open.
I want a steak and shake burger and fries. Say what? A steak and shake burger and fries. Say where? Steak and Shake in Harrisburg at Campbellsville University behind the clock tower. Say who? Me, you, and any who that's looking for a great shake burger and fry. Open to the public. I'll sizzle you there. Steak and Shake in Harrisburg behind Campbellsville University. You're welcome. I'm welcome. We're welcome. That's Steak and Shake. A burger and a shake makes life so great at Steak and Shake in Harrisburg at Campbellsville University behind the clock tower.
This WHBN weather forecast is brought to you by Ransdell Funeral Chapel. Our goal is and always will be to provide the best value in funeral service available. Exceptional care from a trusted family name, Ransdell Funeral Chapel.
We've got a chance of snow or flurries until 10, then snow after 10, high of 29. New snow accumulation, 1 to 3 inches possible. Tonight, snow, mainly before 10, low of 23. New snow accumulation, 1 to 3 inches possible. Mostly cloudy tomorrow, high of 30. Tomorrow night, mostly cloudy, low of 16. Sunny on Sunday, high of 36. Mostly cloudy on Monday, high of 34. Right now, we have a snow shower in and around our listening area. 23 degrees in Harrodsburg at 8:38.
Hello, everybody. This is David Hopewell with State Farm Insurance. Welcome to Random Facts with Radio Rick.
All right, David. The Pet Shop Boys named their first album Please, so that people would go in the record shops and say, "Can I have a Pet Shop Boys album, please?" When Queen Elizabeth II was just a princess in 1945, she joined the British military for World War II and trained to be a mechanic. Sean Connery had a chance to play Gandalf in the Lord of the Rings movies, but he turned it down because he didn't understand the scripts. He was offered a piece of the back end of the movies that now would have been worth at least $450 million. Only 4 presidents didn't appoint a single Supreme Court justice. William Henry Harrison, Zachary Taylor, and Jimmy Carter didn't have an opportunity, and Andrew Johnson nominated one, but it was rejected by the state. Before a hurricane, the top selling items at Walmart are Pop-Tarts and beer. Ugh. All right, I guess that's what you go with. And here's what we go with right here. We shall try. See if we can get a hold of William Palmer.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, William. How are you?
Better than I deserve. How are you, brother?
Well, for a man of my age and temperament, William, I can only do so much. So, you know how it is.
Yeah, I hear you.
I'm not a young man like you.
Yeah, okay. I apologize not being able to talk to you yesterday. I've been sick the last couple of days, so
I hope you're feeling better.
my voice was. Yeah, I'm a little better today. My voice was not feeling, or I couldn't really talk, so I didn't.
Okay.
Not
a problem. We understand. It happens to all of us.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Bama's Blessing Barbecue. You got a daily special today?
Yes, sir. We've got loaded nachos today. Your choice of meat, brisket, pork, or chicken, loaded up with queso cheese and sour cream and chives and jalapenos.
Oh, it's just $10.50.
Yes, sir. $10.50.
Very good. Now you are open Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 11 to 9, and you have the Sunday buffet from 11 till 6, $19.99. All you care to eat.
That is correct. Yes, sir.
Good stuff there. What kind of on a Sunday buffet? What kind of items can we expect to find on the Bama's Blessing Barbecue?
Well, normally on Sunday we have 3 types of meat, and then we have 3 to 4 vegetables. Plus we have a full salad bar. So normally we have pork and chicken and brisket. But it would be like we would always have chicken, but we would have, sometimes we got barbecue chicken. I know that sounds crazy. Sometimes it's shredded chicken. Sometimes it's bone-in chicken. It may be chicken pot pie. It may be, does that make any sense, Rick?
Yes. Oh, yes, definitely.
And the same thing with the brisket. We have brisket, but it might be brisket brats. It might be brisket lasagna, or so forth, so on. But there is some type of that meat or on the bar.
Okay, very good. You're located at Beaumont Plaza, right next door to Rags to Riches. You cater. So cater, or to have your food ready to be picked up, you call 859-605-2199.
Yes, sir.
Very good. All right, now you're talking about sides here. Tell us about fried okra. Why should people order fried okra from Bama's Blessing Barbecue?
Well, to me, it's a Southern tradition. I mean, who wants barbecue without fried okra? It's kind of like eating outside in a picnic without potato salad. I mean, who does it?
There you go. Well, hey, you've explained it well, William. And then you got kids' meals too, so the kids can have something to eat too.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We have the kids' meal. We have the 6-piece chicken nuggets with fries. We have the kids' mac and cheese. We have the kids' pizza, which is either a cheese or a pepperoni. We have a kids' cheeseburger with fries and a drink. And, of course, all the kids' meal comes with drinks. And, we don't have any prizes like them other places. But you know what? Come and get some good, good food and some good conversation with each other, because we don't have TVs or anything in the restaurant. So no distractions. You can actually talk to each other.
Talk to each other, yeah. And leave the phones in your car.
Exactly.
And you got a food truck, so hopefully when we get through most of this winter, if you want to have an event, you all come out and take care of them with your food truck.
That is true. We also have Dollar Wing Saturday. Let's not forget about that.
No.
Yes, sir. Yes.
And these aren't little wings. These are big jumbo wings.
Yes, sir. They are jumbo. They are jumbo split wings. We either have the drums or the flats. Well, we have both. Sorry, but yeah, they are the jumbo wings, and you can get them sauced any way you want them.
Very good.
And they're $1 all day Saturday.
All day Saturday. Wow. And only
Yes,
one
sir.
place can do this. It's called Bama's Blessing Barbecue. They're in the Beaumont Plaza right next door to Rags to Riches. Again, you're open Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 11 to 9, 11 to 6 on Sunday for the Sunday buffet. William, I
Yes,
hope
sir.
you have a great weekend. And Dollar Wings tomorrow. Don't forget that, kids.
And that's it. Dollar Wings tomorrow. Thank you, sir.
All
Y'all
right.
have a blessed day.
You too. Thanks, William.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
It was William Palmer from Bama's Blessing Barbecue, all right. Hey, you know what? Jim Croce, born on this date in 1943, expired in 1973. Gone way too early. How about Bad Bad Leroy Brown?
Town. And if you go down there, you better just beware of a man named Leroy Brown. Now Leroy, more in trouble. You see, he stand about 6'4". Although downtown ladies call him treetop lover, all the men just call him sir. And it's bad, bad Leroy Brown, the baddest man in the whole damn town. Better than old King Kong, meaner than a junkyard dog. Now Leroy, he a gambler, and he like his fancy clothes, and he like to wear his diamond rings in front of everybody's nose. He got a custom Continental, he got a Eldorado too. He got a 32 gun in his pocket for fun. He got a razor in his shoe. It's bad, 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 bad Leroy Brown, baddest man in the whole damn town. Better than old King Kong, and meaner than a junkyard dog. Well, Friday, about a week ago, Leroy shooting dice, and at the edge of the bar sat a girl named Doris, and oh, that girl looked nice. Well, he cast his eyes upon her, and the trouble soon began. And Leroy Brown, he turned to mess about and messing with the wife of a jealous man. And it's bad, 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 bad Leroy Brown, the baddest man in the whole damn town. Better than old King Kong, meaner than a junkyard dog. Well, the two men took to fighting, and when they pulled down from the floor, Leroy looked like a jigsaw puzzle with a couple of pieces gone. And it's bad, bad Leroy Brown, baddest man in the whole damn town. Better than old King Kong, meaner than a junkyard dog. And it's bad, 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 bad Leroy Brown, baddest man in the whole damn town. Better than old King Kong, meaner than a junkyard dog. Yeah, he was better than old King Kong, meaner than a junkyard dog.
I wish you could have turned my head and left my heart alone. Ever since I met you, baby, you have done me wrong. You walk by and you shake that thing, and you know I'm not that strong. I wish you could have turned my head and left my heart alone. I wish you could have turned my head and left my heart alone. Ever since I met you, baby, you have done me wrong. You walk by and shake that thing, and you know I'm not that strong. I wish you could have turned my head and left my heart alone. The first time I laid eyes on you, got caught up in your sway. I thought I didn't have a chance, and then you looked my way. From the longing to the loving, girl, we've made it all the way. But for all the hunger in my eyes, my heart has had to pay. I wish you could have turned my head and left my heart alone. Ever since I met you, baby, you have done me wrong. You walk by and you shake that thing, and you know I'm not that strong. I wish you could have turned my head and left my heart alone. I wish you could have turned my head and left my heart alone. Ever since I met you, baby, you have done me wrong. You I wish you could have turned my head, left my heart alone. I wish you could have turned my head and left my heart alone. Ever since I met you, baby, you have done me wrong. You walk by and you shake that thing and you know I'm not that strong. I wish you could have turned my head, left my heart alone. I wish you could have turned my head and left my heart alone. Ever since I met you, baby, you have done me wrong. You walk by and you shake that thing and you know I'm not that strong. I wish you could have turned my head, left my heart alone. Well, I wish you could have turned my head and left my heart alone.
The Oak Ridge Boys. Wish you could have turned my head and left my heart alone. Sunday, William Lee Golden, 86 years old. And before that, we heard from Bad Leroy Brown from Jim Croce. Jim Croce today was born in 1943, expired in 1973. It is 8:51 and a half. We normally have Kim King. She is in a meeting and will not be able to join us this morning.
Put your headset on. Listen to my puppet. Weekday morning, 6 to 10, WHBN.
I know there's something in the wake of your smile. I get a
hard to me to understand. I am a simple man. You say we got some things to talk about, a lot of problems that we need to work out, but we just end up fighting. Why don't you give it a rest? I don't know what else I can say to you. I'm doing everything I know to do, and I can't give you anything more when I'm giving my best. Say you're having trouble figuring me. I don't believe I'm such a mystery. Baby, what you get is what you see. I am a simple man. I want a job and a piece of land, 3 squares in my frying pan. Don't seem so hard to me to understand. I am a simple man. I want a place I can lay my head, soft woman and a warm bed, a little time off before I'm dead. I'm just a simple man. You say you're having trouble figuring me. I don't believe in such a mystery. Baby, what you get is what you see. I am a simple man.
Ricky Van Shelton, I am a simple man. Ricky Van Shelton on Sunday will be 73 years old. Per Gasell before that, Roxette. And that was Listen to Your Heart. You heard him right here on WHBN, Harrodsburg, The Rooster, your community voice since 1955. It's 9 o'clock.
NBC News Radio, I'm Michael Kastner. The death toll from the Los Angeles wildfires is now up to 10. Los Angeles County Medical Examiner said last night that the fire-related death toll had risen from 5 to 10, but offered no details about the identity of those killed or where they died. The fires have also damaged or destroyed over 10,000 structures. At least 2 of those who died perished in the Palisades fire, which is the most destructive wildfire in Los Angeles history.
I'm 20 now, and I've been here since I was around 2 years old, and it's just, I've never experienced such an emotional pain in my life, just seeing my home like this.
As of this morning, the fire has burned nearly 20,000 acres of land with 6% containment. At last count, 5,316 structures have burned. Most of those structures were homes or businesses. Mandatory evacuation orders remain in effect in Pacific Palisades, Malibu, Santa Monica, and the Topanga area. Parts of Calabasas are under an evacuation warning. Nearly 10 million Los Angeles residents received a mistaken evacuation order on Thursday. Kevin McGowan, director of the Los Angeles County Office of Emergency Management, says he's sorry.
My deepest and sincerest apology for the concern that everyone throughout Los Angeles County experienced with the wireless emergency alert that was sent out.
As multiple wildfires rage in the area, an evacuation order that was supposed to go out to only West Hills residents went out to people all over Los Angeles County. Officials quickly corrected the issue, but they're still investigating how or why it was sent out to so many. But yet, another warning was sent out to areas not in danger before the sun came up, complete with the jarring tone that cannot be silenced on your phone. President-elect Donald Trump is set to be sentenced today in his New York hush money case after the Supreme Court rejected his request to block it. Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
I promise to get in shape.
I vow to give up sweets.
No more swear words.
This time of year, Kentuckians make lots of New Year's resolutions.
Pay off my credit cards.
But we should all resolve to be safe behind the wheel. Please, Kentucky, buckle up and put the phone down.
That's a resolution I can live with.
Brought to you by Team Kentucky and the Kentucky Office of Highway Safety.
Few things are more important for safe driving than good eyesight. That's why starting January 1st, 2025, a new Kentucky law requires vision screening for anyone renewing a driver's license. Simply bring your completed vision form from your vision specialist to any driver licensing regional office, or get free vision screening at the time of renewal. For more details, go to drive.ky.gov.
A message from Team Kentucky and the Kentucky Transportation Cabinet.
A vital fuel line between a major oil refinery in Southern California and the Las Vegas Valley is shut down. More from Daniel Martindale.
It went offline on Wednesday due to power outages related to the wildfires in Los Angeles County. The 566-mile pipeline system ships gasoline, diesel, and jet fuel from Los Angeles to terminals in Las Vegas and Barstow, California. On Thursday night, Clark County, Nevada announced fuel from the pipeline would start flowing again in the next 12 to 24 hours. In the meantime, county officials are advising people to cut down on driving.
Jamie Lee Curtis is donating $1 million to help Southern California communities devastated by wildfires. Appearing on The Tonight Show, the actress said literally the entire city of Pacific Palisades, where she lives, is burning.
This is literally where I live. Everything. The market I shop in, the schools my kids go to, friends, many friends now have lost their homes.
In a social media post announcing her family's donation, Curtis said she is in communication with Governor Gavin Newsom, Los Angeles Mayor Karen Bass, and California Senator Adam Schiff to see where the funds need to be directed for the most impact. Two music icons will be performing at a historic sports venue this summer. Jennifer Polsoni reports.
Sing us a song, you're the piano man.
Billy Joel, Rod Stewart announcing a concert that'll take place at Yankee Stadium Friday, July 18th. Both Stewart and Joel will sing songs from their respective decades-long careers. Joel also going to make history and become the first artist to take the stage at both the former and current Yankee Stadium. Seats for the concert go on sale next Friday at 10 a.m. through Ticketmaster.
Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update. We told you yesterday about the plans for Danville and Boyle Counties' Martin Luther King Jr. Day events. Harrodsburg has announced their plans as well. Harrodsburg will celebrate MLK Jr. Day on that January 20th with a pancake and sausage breakfast at 10 in the morning, followed by the March Downtown with the event at 11:30 that morning, happening in Harrodsburg Baptist Church. The keynote speaker for that event will be Mayor Bob Williams. A Harrodsburg native has been named the president of Rollins College in Florida. Brooke Barnett was named the new president of Rollins College, taken over on July 1st. Barnett grew up in Mercer County, attending public schools in Mercer County as well. Rollins College is a private liberal arts school in Winter Park, Florida. Notable alumni from Rollins College include Fred Rogers, known for Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, and Chris Mad Dog Russo, a well-known sports radio personality, among many other notable alumni. A group of people in Boyle County is starting up a local chapter of the Memory Cafe. The Memory Cafe is a monthly social group providing a safe, comfortable environment where people with memory loss and their care partners can enjoy time together and remain socially connected to others. The first Memory Cafe is set for Wednesday, January 15th from 2 until 4 at the Boyle County Extension Office, and it'll be led by Alzheimer's Association volunteers. Registration is preferred, but you can walk in. To register, call 1-800-272-3900. I'm Joe Mathis.
Danville's deal maker, Bob Allen.
New Rams cost less at Bob Allen Motor Mall. Lease a new 25 Ram 1500 Crew Cab 4x4 for only $279 per month for 42 months. $53.10 plus first payment, taxes and fees due at signing. 7,500 lease miles per year. Lease loyalty required. Stock C25060. Save during the Start Something New sales event at Bob Allen Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram on Maple Avenue in Danville, or shop online anytime at BobAllenMotorMall.com.
This is Caraway at Mattresses and More on Houstonville Road in Danville. If you are looking for new furniture or bedding, stop by and check us out. New items arriving weekly, and we sell off the floor. Buy it today and take it home today. We offer layaway and 12 months same-as cash with approved credit.
Thank you, Caraway. Again, buy it today, take it home today. Living room suits, bedroom suits, dinette sets, recliners, and more. From Mattresses and More, Southland Plaza next to Ace Hardware.
Hey everybody, this is Derek Gray with the Mercer County Tourist Commission, and we are excited for our new app, Visit Mercer County KY. Head on over to the App Store, type in Visit Mercer County KY. You should see the new city logo with the navy background and the white H. Home screen here has attractions, food and drink, lodging, to-do, events, my plan, login, notifications, and tutorials. We are excited about the app, and whether you're a local or a visitor, we hope this enhances your experience when you come to Mercer County.
The WHBN weather forecast is brought to you by your Ace Hardware of Harrodsburg and Outdoor Power and Rental. Visit Ace Hardware of Harrodsburg for their weekly and monthly specials. North College Street.
We've got a winter warning, storm warning until 7 a.m. in the morning. We got a chance of snow or flurries till 10, then snow after 10. With a high of 29, new snow accumulation 1 to 3 inches possible today. For tonight, snow mainly before 10, low of 23. New snow accumulation 1 to 3 inches possible. Saturday, mostly cloudy, high of 30. Mostly cloudy Saturday night, a low of 16. Sunny on Sunday, high of 36. Mostly cloudy on Monday, high of 34. Mostly sunny and cold on Tuesday, high of 25. Wednesday, mostly sunny and cold, high of 23. Partly sunny on Thursday, high of 30. Right now, we have cloudy skies, 24 degrees in Harrodsburg at 9:09. Good Friday morning to you. This is the 10th day of January. Ready, Rick, glad to be along with you. Thanking you so much for making us a part of your Friday morning on WHBN, AM and FM, and on hometownlive.net. Birthdays, anniversaries, road situations in Harrodsburg, Mercer County, Bergen, and song requests can be done. 859-734-4321, 734-4321. That's the number to call if you want to sign somebody up to win that DQ ice cream cake. We're giving it away before 10 o'clock this morning, less than an hour. For those having a birthday or anniversary between the 4th and 10th, we got Brandy Lewis, Madeline Miller, Weston Horn, and Stuart Carr registered to win the DQ ice cream cake. Now we do birthdays for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, all right? Today, Brittany Ashante, Maria Case, Chris Storth. Tomorrow, Debbie Cloyd Jackson, Keyshawn Rayleigh, Paul Becker, Sandra Swihart, Walter Williams, Laura Shotwell, Cody Harlow. On Sunday, Pam Fulton, my sister, Ann Schobel Green, my cousin, Scott Bottoms, Donna Smith, Corey Stigerwald, Grady Bentley, Lindsey Bryant, and Francisco Cordieta having birthdays.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday from Martina McBride. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you, Martina, for stopping by to sing happy birthday to our birthday-ers. Now, today is Houseplant Appreciation Day, National Bittersweet Chocolate Day, National Cut Your Energy Cost Day, Peculiar People Day, and Save the Eagles Day. Celebrate those accordingly. Celebrate Power Hour number 4. We officially start the weekend, for those of you getting up now, with this. Oh, thank you, Fred. We so look forward to hearing from you every hour on Friday. All right, we are going to get a hold of one Wilman Linton. We'll be talking about MLK Day coming up the 20th.
Hello.
Is this Wilma Linton?
Yes, it is. How are you, Rick?
I'm doing fine. How is Wilma Linton doing?
Well, Wilma Linton is fine. Got a little sniffles, but otherwise I'm okay.
Okay, well, that could be worse, I guess. Having sniffles, yeah. Then the full blown. There's something going around. A lot of people have a lot of congestion.
Right.
Well, there's no.
How are you feeling?
Well, for a man of my age and temperament, Wilma, I can only do so much.
Okay.
Well, there's something big coming up on the 20th. That'll be a week from Monday. MLK Day. Tell us about MLK Day, Wilma, and why are you involved with it, and what do you do? How do you celebrate?
Well, okay. Well, Rick, as you said, on Monday, January the 20th, 2025, we will be celebrating the legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. this is through the MLK Planning Committee, and this will be our 19th year that we've been celebrating this in Harrisburg, Kentucky.
Wow. 19 years. Ooh. Well, tell us when, where, and all the extra things that's going to be going on that day.
Okay. Well, everything will be held at Harrisburg Baptist Church on Main Street, which we are very thankful to Pastor Jonathan and the good people of Harrisburg Baptist Church. We will start in the basement of the church. We'll enter through the garage at 10 o'clock. The breakfast starts, so we hope that people will come at least by 9:15, 9:30 to get registered. But everything is free. We'll have a free breakfast. Yes, everything is free. We have breakfast from 10 to 11, and then 11 o'clock we will go out of the garage and we're going to do the commemorative march, and we will march down Child Street, turn right on East Lexington, and then we will turn right on South Main Street, and we will head up Main Street, and we will go back in the front entrance of Harrisburg Baptist Church, and the program will begin around 11:30.
Wow, that's a fun event. It's a event to really stop and think about the legacy of this peaceable man, of what he meant. He was such a great leader, and doggone idiot that took him out. It's a shame that we lose the people that really have they have a working knowledge of what it takes to bring people together, and he was sure the biggest focal point, I think.
Absolutely, and I agree with you 100%. And he was only 39 years old, so he, very young man. He was a great example and leader, but he also couldn't do it by himself. And we know that his faith and trust in God. But then there's all people of all walks, all cultures, all nations, social, eco background, everything. People that got on board. So it wasn't just a one man operation, and many hands make light the work.
And he spoke to every person, again, regardless of who you are, what race you are, whatever. He was, I don't think we've had a leader of his capabilities and what he really believed in since. The man was such a driving force for peace.
Exactly, and that's the way that he tried to motivate people to move forward, but do it peaceably. And that's what our vision. We want to follow the same vision with the MLK committee, and it's not just about we celebrate his birthday and his legacy, but this is ongoing. We want this to be ongoing, to learn to work together and to be in harmony with each other in the community. And as you said, to cover all backgrounds, past race, culture, anything, just to realize we're all here for a purpose, and we want to work together for the common good of everyone.
And we are all God's children.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And again, it's a great celebration of a great man, and I think it's just a wonderful time to really stop and reflect and see where we've come. Now, are we where we need to be? No, but we've come some directions, and hopefully it's going in the right direction. As long as, again, and I think RESPECT is the best is the best thing. And I'm no singer, but I think that's what we all strive, and we all deserve that.
Right. And I think if we all just stop and think, that's what we all want. Whether we realize it or not, we just want to be respected. We want to be valued, and that's everybody.
Yeah, and that's the way I wish everybody could look at things and open their minds up. And I know there's been so much discord. There's been so much bad stuff and terrible things that have happened in the past, and hopefully we can continue to move forward and make it fair for everyone, and fairer. Let me put it that way: fairer for everyone, regardless of whether it's a job or whether it's just trying to get along with each other, and hopefully, I know it's a cliche to say, but live in peace and harmony.
Yes, and it can be done. It may start on a small scale, and hopefully it will grow, but it can be done. And also, Rick, I want to mention that we could not do this event having the free breakfast. Plus, we also have a takeaway gift for everyone, and we could not do this without the sponsorship of the local businesses and even just individuals that have just said, "Hey, I'd like to contribute to help with this MLK celebration and what you all are doing." So we do appreciate all of our business sponsors and individuals that have helped us throughout these 19 years to continue to improve things in Harrisburg and Mercer County. And with this committee, as I said, we don't just do one celebration, one event. This is the main event, but throughout the year we try to do some projects to just help bring people together and just learn about people and things that people want to see done that would help our community.
Wilma, what if somebody's sitting out there right now and thinking, man, I would like to kind of get a part of that or get more information about the committee? How can they get involved?
Well, the best thing to do would be come to the celebration and connect with one of us, and we could sit down and give you the information that we need. That would be the best thing. We don't have a website right now, but we have someone that's very technically minded, so we hopefully can get that done in the future. But we would really like for people to come out and just see what the celebration about, because it's always a wonderful time. And on that note, our keynote speaker is our very own Mayor Bob Williams.
I heard that. I understand that's going to be a great. He's a veteran.
Yes.
He's the mayor, and again, I think it's a good choice for everyone to try to listen and hopefully try to open our minds up and respect each other. We may not agree on everything, but you know what? You can agree to disagree.
Yes.
Nicely.
Yes, and that's the projects that we have done in the past. That's where we have learned, because we've all gained knowledge from everybody and all age groups. And that's what we just have, some respectful conversations. And the one event that was held at the Mercer County Public Library, it was called a Cookie Connection. And we made cookies, we brought recipes, and we talked about how the cookies may be different, but they were all similar. And we had some wonderful conversations. So those are the things that we try to do to just bring people together to learn more about each other. One year we did a tombstone cleaning, and we went to the Spring Hill Cemetery and the Maple Grove Cemetery. There were children, there were adults, and we cleaned the tombstones that you could hardly see the writings on them. And the people at the cemetery, they took pictures, and they sent the pictures to the families, and they were so elated because now, you could see their loved ones' names, but it was fun. It was a fun event. So those are the things that we're just trying to be in different environments, just with different people, just having conversations, just learning about each other. And through these years, I know me personally, but other people on the committee, we have met people right here in Harrisburg that we've never seen before, and we are still friends with these people.
And you never know what connections that we all have together once, again, you sit down and start talking.
Exactly. And also, Rick, early on in the program, and let me say this, Lucy Hockersmith was the former Mercer County agent here, and she was the one that started this program. It was her vision. So we have to say thank you to Lucy Hockersmith, as always, for having that desire. She was a graduate of Berea College, and she talked about how diversified the college was, and she met people from all walks of life, and it just broadened her eyes to see just, everybody can bring something to the table. So she started this program, and we're continuing it on. But through the program, the celebration one year, we had the people from the GED program come, and there were several adults that had never graduated from high school or received their GED. And because there was someone there, like a vendor, they went to the table, they signed up, And there were 3 people. They got their GED, and one of the people was almost 85 years old.
Oh, wow.
Yes. And then one of the people that came to the program and signed up in the GED program, he completed it, and he actually read at one of our celebrations, and it was absolutely wonderful, and it was so motivating.
Wow. That's some good stuff there. Wilma, people may be just tuning in right now. Tell everybody again what's going to be happening a week from Monday on January 20th in Harrodsburg, Mercer County.
Okay, on January 20th, 2025 at 10 a.m., we ask everybody to dress warmly and come to the Harrodsburg Baptist Church on Main Street. Come to the garage entrance. At 10 o'clock, we're going to have a free breakfast for everyone, excuse me, from 10 to 11. 11 o'clock, we're going to put our coats, hats, and gloves on, and we're going to take a march. We're going to leave the back of the garage, which would be on Child Street. We're going to turn right on East Lexington, and then we'll turn right again and come up South Main Street, and we will come in the front entrance of Harrisburg Baptist Church, and our program will begin approximately between 11 and 15, but maybe closer to 11:30. And our keynote speaker will be the mayor of Harrisburg, Mayor Bob Williams, and we anticipate it being a wonderful time because it always has been. And we ask that if people can come, we try to do something every year to help out in the community. If anyone has extra warm winter hats, gloves, scarves, hand warmers, we're going to have a donation box, and we would just ask people to put them in, and we're going to give it to a resource that will distribute these out to people. Mercer Transformation, Mrs. Sherry Chamberlain, she is over that. She does a wonderful job helping people in the community, and we all need a helping hand throughout our lives. And so that's a part of the celebration that we try to do something every year. But we ask everyone to please come out. Everything is free. You're going to meet some new faces, and they can be lifelong friendships.
That's it. Make some new friends. Wilma Linton, thank you so much for educating us, for inviting us, and to make this a fun event every year and an educational one too.
Yes, yes.
All right,
well, Rick, I appreciate you having us on the air, and I just hope that everyone has a wonderful day, and they would just come out and just see some new faces and just learn a little bit, because I'm sure Mayor Bob Williams is going to give us something that we can take away that would help each one of us, and in turn, let us help someone else. Very good. Well said. Wilma Linton, thank you so much and for what you do, and we'll talk again soon, I'm sure, somewhere down the line. And let me put this in. There's 3 of us on the committee right now, so if anybody knows Melinda Wolford or Donna Linton, they're on the Martin Luther King Committee, as well as myself, Wilma Lay Linton. So you can reach out to us before then if you want to hear more about it, but we will be there that day. Very good. Wilma, thank you so much, and I always enjoy talking with you. Well, thank you, Rick. All right. Have a great day. You too. Bye-bye. Wilma Linton right there talking about MLK Day. Remember the date. It is January 20th. It is 9/26.
Business taxes. Was stressing about all the time and all the money you spent on your taxes.
This is my bill?
Now Business Taxes is a TurboTax small business expert who does your taxes for you and offers year-round advice at no additional cost, so you can keep more money in your business. Now this is taxes. Intuit TurboTax. Get an expert now on TurboTax.com/business. Only available with TurboTax Live Full Service.
Progressive knows finding your new home was a dream come true. You wanted it close to town with a picture window overlooking a yard. And you found it. Now when you sit down to dinner, you've got front row seats too. Your neighbor's daily pickleball game. Progressive can't save you from your noisy neighbors, but we can save you money when you bundle your home and auto with us. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers not available in all states.
Hey folks, Chrysler Cowboy here. When I started my journey in the automotive industry, learned 3 valuable lessons. 1, have a good product. 2, treat people with respect. And 3, make sure it's a fair deal for everybody. I'm proud to call Anderson County my home, and at Chrysler Lawrenceburg, we want to give you that down-home experience. We offer certified pre-owned vehicles that come with a lifetime engine warranty, free tire rotation with every oil change, and customer service that rivals the best anywhere around. Chrysler Cowboy. If you can't remember that, just look for the hat. It's where you need to be, folks. Chrysler of Lawrenceburg.
Do you need a loan to start that new home remodeling project? Maybe you are buying a new home or refinancing your existing home. Whatever type of loan you need, Farmers National Bank is here to help you. Getting started is easy. Stop by a Farmers National Bank office in Danville, Bergen, Harrodsburg, Junction City, Lancaster, Liberty, Middleburg, Perryville, and Stanford, and talk to a member of our lending staff. Farmers National Bank, your lifetime bank. Some restrictions may apply. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Mike Gay here. At Essity, we're committed to making the world a healthier, more hygienic place, starting right here in Harrodsburg and Danville. We're hiring machine operators where you'll work with cutting-edge technology to produce essential products like hand towels and tissue paper. Our wages start at $20 per hour with benefits on day one and opportunity for growth. If you're a high school grad ready to make an impact, visit ESSITY.com/careers. That's Essity.com/careers.
It's here. It's open. It's what you need to get through your day. It's Starbucks, now in Harrodsburg, located at the Campbellsville University behind the clock tower. Open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Starbucks, it's the coffee for connoisseurs and the comfort for your daily tours. Starbucks.
Hi, this is Lisa Ledford and Vita Carey. When we party, we listen to that Party Animal Radio Rick on WHBN.
If I could save time in a bottle, the first thing that I'd like to do is to save every day till eternity passes away, just to spend them with you. If I could make days last forever, if words could make wishes come true, I'd save every day like a treasure, and then again I would spend them with you. But there never seems to be enough time to do the things you want to do once you find them.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
The members of the Senate hereby express their most profound sympathy upon the passing of the former President Jimmy Carter. When the Senate adjourns on this day, it does so in honor and loving memory of former President Jimmy Carter.
Yesterday, Kentucky lawmakers paid tribute to former President Jimmy Carter. On the day of Carter's funeral in Washington, the Kentucky Senate approved a resolution honoring the nation's 39th president. The resolution was sponsored by Democratic Senator Gerald Neal, who called Carter a servant of humanity.
President Carter wasn't just a leader of a nation. He was a servant of humanity, an advocate for peace, and a beacon of hope. From the red clay soil of Georgia to the global stage, he showed us that greatness is not found in power, but in purpose.
Democratic Senator Karen Berg said Carter epitomized respect.
Jimmy Carter, to me, epitomized respect. He showed respect. He treated the least among us with respect.
Meantime, Kentucky Senator Ron Paul wants to save TikTok in the United States. He previously sent a letter to President Joe Biden urging him to give the social media platform a 90-day extension. Currently, TikTok has until the 19th to sell or face a ban. The U.S. Supreme Court will hear oral arguments later today to consider if the proposed ban violates the First Amendment. Kentucky State Police have a death investigation on their hands. A woman found dead Wednesday morning in the parking lot of the Campbellsburg Dollar General, identified as 56-year-old Rebecca Skeen. Police have not determined her cause of death yet. I'm Lee Mowen.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
The WHBN weather forecast is brought to you by Big Deals Online Store. Shop and save on gift certificates to local businesses at big discounts. Save 20 to 30 to 50% every day at hometownlive.net.
We got a chance of snow flurries till 10, then snow after 10, high of 29. New snow accumulation 1 to 3 inches is possible today. Tonight, snow mainly before 10. We've got a low of 23. New snow accumulation 1 to 3 inches is possible. Mostly cloudy tomorrow with a high of 30. Tomorrow night, mostly cloudy, low of 16. Sunny on Sunday, high of 36. And on Monday, starting a work week off, mostly cloudy with a high of 34. Right now, we have cloudy skies, 24 degrees in Harrodsburg at 9:33. Good Friday morning to you. This is the 10th day of January. Radio Rick, glad to have you along on WHBN AM and FM, hometownlive.net. Well, it's Friday morning, and you know what that means. Larry the Legend Sanders is
Morning,
to my
Rick.
right. Good morning. How are you there, Legend?
Fine, sir. Been treading snow, but other than that, I'm all right.
We've got a guest in here, Brandon Atwood. Would you tell us,
Yeah.
how did you get connected up with Brandon?
Well, actually, Maddie, the young lady that handles our public relations for this, and she contacted me. And, of course, last week, we made our announcement, that we weren't just strictly a music show. But,
Right.
We wanted to reach out to, anybody that had a story to tell. And so she texted me one day last week, I guess it was. And she said, I've got this friend that he promotes wrestling. And I said, well, that'd be great. And then also he's got an event coming to Danville this weekend. And so that's why we bumped the coach. We'll put him on next week.
Yeah.
And so Braden, tell us a little bit about, we've sat out in the library and talked for quite a bit, and I've got to know him. So tell us a little bit about your story.
Well, first of all, Larry and Rick, thank you guys so much for having me.
Yeah.
So just me personally, I grew up in this area, went to Boyle County, graduated from Boyle County High School. My dad owned a plumbing business for years. Now he and I both run a local plumbing company here.
What's the name of it?
Atwood Plumbing.
Okay.
Atwood
Right.
Plumbing.
Might as well give you
Sir,
a
there we go.
shameless plug.
There we go. There we go. But yeah, I've been around wrestling since 2019. I started as a professional wrestler. I still currently am wrestling as a professional wrestler. But in 2021, my wife and I bought a wrestling company, ring, whole 9 yards. We spent about it would have been 2021. I apologize. We spent next 9 months working on building up what is now Elite Wrestling Alliance.
Wow. If you always had an interest when you were a kid, did you watch wrestling on TV? And
I did. So growing up, I was like, I want to be a wrestler. And then I, 16, 17, 18, and I'm like, man, I'm really not growing, I don't think I'm quite going to hit that wrestler. But it would have been about 2018. I had a really good conversation with a gentleman by the name of Chris Hero. He's a professional wrestler, wrestled for WWE, TNA, New Japan, all across the country. And he encouraged me to go ahead and, he said, if this is really what you want to do, go out and do it. So I came home, contacted a few companies in this area, and started training. It would have been the summer of 2019. And then I always, make the joke. I said, when I said I was going to retire from wrestling, I wanted to run my own show. I love the business side of things. I love how shows operate, creating something that is larger than life. And, of course, now here we are, I'm nowhere near retiring from wrestling and running my own show. So it came a little quicker than I thought.
How old are you?
I'm 28.
Man, just a mere pup, 28. But, do you take offense if somebody calls it wrestling versus wrestling? Is there?
Absolutely not. Okay. No, I mean, it's just it's where you are. It's the area. I mean, I think a lot of people sometimes will say wrestling as a negative thing, but at the end of the day, it's whatever you enjoy and whatever you love. So
at least they're talking about it.
That's exactly.
They bought a ticket.
Yeah, that 100%. But at the end of the day, no matter what you call it, what you're there for, we're here to try to create the best entertainment possible. that goes from just the skill inside the ring, who we have on the show as wrestlers, goes all the way through to the production, to everything we do to create something, like I said, that is larger than life. It's not just a wrestling show. It is something that, your kids, everybody can look forward to as just an event. You don't go to the movies because you're like, guess I'm going to go see a movie. You go to the movies to see something you really want to see that's going to keep you entertained the whole time. And that's every single time we run a show, that is our goal.
Wow. Now, do you take your do you have a home base that you go, or do you just move around, or how does that work?
So, traditionally, we try to have a home base. We try to run a monthly show. I love doing monthly shows. It's consistency. You can, people can follow along with what's going on as far as stories and what's happening. But we do travel as well. So we have ran shows. We've been in Frankfort, Richmond, Nicholasville, and then obviously now Danville. Danville, hopefully, will be our new home. We'll be here starting on Sunday the 12th. Our next event will be February the 7th. It'll be a Friday. There at the Jenny Rogers Community Center. And we're looking to continue to move forward in the Danville area.
Tell us about this event that's coming up. And how do you get these people to wrestlers? Do you do auditions? How does that?
So the benefit of me being an active wrestler is that I'm wrestling for so many different companies all over. So I get to almost be able to I get to watch these people. They don't have to do tryouts or anything. I can see how they are for other places. So then, I'm able to come up to these people and say, hey, look, I've got a show going on, are you available? So it's really benefited me because I feel like a lot of people, and this is no knock on anybody else, but a lot of your promoters are retired wrestlers. They're not going around. They're not seeing as much, so their scope's limited. I'm able to pull from a lot broader audience. We've got wrestlers from Tennessee, Indiana, Ohio, Kentucky, West Virginia, and it's been in part a lot to me being traveling as well and being able to see what's going on. As far as our show, it is Sunday the 12th at Jenny Rogers Community Center. Doors open at 4 o'clock. Bell time is at 5 o'clock. You can get tickets at the door. Unfortunately, ticket website's down at the moment, so no online tickets, but you can get tickets at the door. Everything's inside the community center. I don't know if you've been to Jenny Rogers since they've opened the community center.
Last time it was an elementary school.
Yep, they have done an incredible job. We'll have the gymnasium, the concession. They'll be selling concessions there at the concession stand. You'll be able to get inside out of the weather. Even if the doors to the show aren't open yet, you can still get inside the building, get out of the cold weather. They've done an amazing job of keeping everything clear. Parking lots, sidewalks, and everything are really clear. So barring any huge blizzard, we'll be able to continue with our show on Sunday.
Oh, good stuff.
How much is admission?
So just general admission, that'd be bleacher tickets are $12. If you want to sit down on the floor closer to the action, they're $15, and front row is $20. And those are limited. I think we're only going to have 20 front row seats. So if you do want to get a front row seat, you got to get there early.
I love when you go to, especially these ones like you have that move around, the people that they just, especially the ones in the front row, they really get into this. They really get screaming, they get yelling at the wrestlers. They really get involved in the wrestling matches.
Absolutely, and that's part of the experience. That's part of the entertainment. If you can get the people so involved that they are up out of their seats, you've done your job. You've done exactly what professional wrestling needs to do. It is entertainment at the end of the day. If you view it as anything outside of that, you've lost the scope of what we're doing.
Now, do you have this probably has to happen because your people want bad guys and good guys that they can pull for, and the ones that the bad guys, they kind of cheat and do some things and get the refs distracted and everybody's look at him, look at what they did. He's got
well, the bad guy does whatever it takes to win, and the good guy does whatever it takes to win in the scopes of the rules of the game.
Wow, that's good stuff.
Have you ever do you promote female wrestling?
Absolutely. So we do not have a women's match on this show,
right?
But standardly we do. few minor things. We were actually supposed to be introducing a women's title first part of this year, but with everything that we had to take a little month break and move locations and stuff, so we've pushed that back slightly. But yeah, we do normally, and we will in February, have a women's match on the card.
Right. Because I know that would be a good draw.
It is, yeah.
You know.
And that's another thing that we've prided ourselves in is diversity, both socially and men and women. So it's something we try to take. There are different styles of wrestling, right? All across the country, and we try to keep the same core values that made wrestling popular from the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, all the way through, and throw in some newer production style, something that keeps things fresh. It looks clean. We're able to sell to a broad audience.
Right.
You know, anywhere from if you grew up watching wrestling, you know, with Randy Savage, or you picked up wrestling last week. You know, we have that just broad experience for everybody.
Do you go by a different name when you're in the ring?
I do. My name is Adrian Alexander. And it's kind of funny, the transition, because in wrestling, even as the promoter, I still just introduce myself as Adrian Alexander. But it's been interesting trying to promote closer to home, because a lot of people know me personally.
Right.
So, you know, doing all the work that I do normally at, you know, going around, whether it's passing out flyers, you know, talking to sponsors, stuff like that, I just say Adrian Alexander. So now coming to Danville, where I'm local, it's taken a little time to be like, oh, Braden.
Yeah, Braden. Wow. So, do you wear a mask or anything, or where did you get the name? By the way,
This is me 100% of the time.
I'm tired of working on my old, worn-out farm equipment.
Hey, quit that! Braden was talking. My gosh. Okay, go ahead.
This is me 100% of the time. Adrian Alexander actually came. So my middle name is Alexander. So that part was easy enough, and we just tweaked. We played around with Braden. I started with Aiden and then went from there to Adrian. So I've always played. Excuse me. When I first started wrestling, my trainer gave me the idea to just play this rich, arrogant, I was a bad guy. I was always a bad guy. And so, you know, when I was working on my name, it was always like, you know, what sounds, you know, like I would be, you know, born into money, you know. So that's
the
where
silver
it was born.
spoon in his mouth.
Yeah. So Adrian was born.
Wow. That's interesting.
We need to take a break, so we'll be right back.
We've got Braden Atwood and Larry the Legend Sanders. You're getting them on WHBN AM and FM 945.
I'm tired of working on my old, worn-out farm equipment.
Hey, have you been over to County Equipment yet?
No, where's that at?
They're the guys over at Exit 48 off the Bluegrass Parkway.
Well, I can't afford to buy new equipment.
They got the biggest selection of used equipment I've seen anywhere.
Stop by County Equipment and check out their large selection of no-till seed drill, hay equipment, manure spreaders, and three-point attachment. Give them a call at 502-839-7373. CountyEquipment.com.
Mike Gay here. At Essity, we're committed to making the world a healthier, more hygienic place, starting right here in Harrodsburg and Danville. We're hiring machine operators where you'll work with cutting-edge technology to produce essential products like hand towels and tissue paper. Our wages start at $20 per hour with benefits on day one and opportunity for growth. If you're a high school grad ready to make an impact, visit ESSITY.com/careers. That's Essity.com/careers.
Tired of the typical dental dread? Step into Dr. Jennifer Nichols' office on North College Street, where every smile starts with comfort and care. Our friendly atmosphere and professional staff ensure you feel at ease from the moment you walk in. Experience a blend of gentleness and expertise that promises the best dental care for your family. Ready to transform your dental experience? Call us for an appointment at 734-5111. With Dr. Nichols, see just how different a dental visit can be.
Danville's Deal Maker, Bob Allen.
Together, let's drive at Bob Allen Chevrolet. Lease and save on the new 25 Chevy Silverado Crew Cab Short Bed 1500 4x4 for only $199 per month for 24 months. $10,019 plus first payment, taxes, and fees due at signing. 10,000 lease miles per year. Stock M 25131. Bob Allen Chevrolet on Maple Avenue in Danville, or shop online anytime at BobAllenMotorMall.com.
Hello, I'm Rich Newsom, Vice President and Loan Officer with Community Trust Bank. Community Trust Bank has been recognized as a top community bank SBA lender in Kentucky 14 consecutive years. We are here to help businessmen and women in Central Kentucky grow their businesses with the right loan to fit their specific needs. Stop by and see me today at our Harrodsburg office located at 570 Chestnut Street. Community Trust Bank, building communities built on trust. Member FDIC, equal housing lender, subject to credit approval.
Hey, Kentucky high school senior, are you into having the chance to win a $1,000 scholarship you can use towards your in-state college, trade school, or certification program? If so, listen up. Participate in the I'm In College Acceptance Video Challenge, and you could have your video selected for a statewide TV commercial, as well as the chance to win a $1,000 scholarship. Are you in? Find out more today by visiting gearupky.org/video. That's gearupky.org/video. Brought to you by this station and the Kentucky Broadcasters Association.
The Personal Effects Show, a program that encourages listeners to understand antiques, collectibles, and sometimes just plain junk. The Personal Effects Show airs each Saturday morning on WHBN FM 99.5 and AM 1420 after the 10 o'clock news with Jerry Sampson, your host, who interviews collectors, dealers, experts, and others. The Personal Effects Show is sponsored by the James Harrod Trust and J. Sampson Antiques and Books.
It's here. It's open. It's what you need to get through your day. It's Starbucks, now in Harrodsburg, located at the Campbellsville University behind the clock tower. Open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Starbucks, it's the coffee for connoisseurs and the comfort for your daily tours. Starbucks in Harrodsburg.
It is 9:49. You're getting it on WHBN AM and FM, and we're getting Larry the Legend Sanders and a special guest, Braden Atwood, a wrestler himself and a promoter.
Yes,
now,
sir.
Now, there's all kinds of. Do you know Matt Jones?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I do know it.
We carry him, KSR. He comes on after Joe on WHIR, and he's got involved, and I believe he bought a company. Did he not?
Yes, Ohio Valley Wrestling. I believe he a few years back purchased them. And they've been doing big things all over the state. They've had there's the Netflix documentary on them and everything. It's been some exciting stuff. It's wrestling right now, especially independent wrestling on this level, is absolutely booming right now, and that's what I think is so neat. If you've never been to a wrestling show, if you've watched wrestling on TV and you've never been to a show, or if you've even never watched wrestling, it's completely different. It's still wrestling. It's still wrestling, but being able to go and be there in person to watch a show is like nothing else. You can not be a wrestling fan at all, but still find entertainment and enjoy out of going to a local show.
So you and your group play off the patrons there and kind of incite them a little bit and try to get them worked up.
That's the name of the game. That's what we're here to do. It at the end of the day, it's entertainment.
Now, we all were familiar with WWF.
Yes.
Then they changed the name to WWE. Why did they do that?
I believe, as I know, they had some issues. There's a nonprofit organization, WWF. I think it's World Wildlife Foundation or something like that. And I believe they had some legal issues that ended up with WWF changing their name from World Wrestling Federation to World Wrestling Entertainment.
My son, when he was little, to spend time with him, I had to watch the wrestling because he got into that when The Rock, Stone Cold, Mankind, all these other ones, were out there. And, it was pretty entertaining back then, I guess. And some of these still have connections. They've gotten a lot older. They can't wrestle. And Rock is just blown up now. He's a big movie star.
Yeah. And go ahead.
Have you ever received any major injuries from your wrestling?
Very luckily, I have not. I've, slightly torn a few muscles, had some small stuff, but nothing ever huge. I'm very, very fortunate. Professional wrestling, while a lot of people view it, they use the word fake. It is a very, very high contact sport that results in a lot of injuries from head to toe. Honestly, things happen, and so I'm very thankful that nothing major's happened to me. A little busted lip every now and then, but that's
That's
it.
great. I know my son played football, and you can't enjoy the game for if they're going to get hurt. And I know wrestling is very physical. How are the public school systems and stuff? Are they promoting wrestling now, or?
Yes and no. So, Elite Wrestling Alliance, personally, we haven't dealt with a whole lot of. We've talked to a few schools about doing some fundraiser shows and stuff. I know there's another gentleman that runs out of Eastern Kentucky, the Hazard area, Appalachian Mountain Wrestling, and he does a lot with the school systems. He's very connected with them. They do a lot of really good stuff down there, and I like it. I think it's a great opportunity to promote wrestling, which I think is a great community involvement event, and also link it to fundraising for the schools. So it's a great joint effort to bring together to the community to help out a good cause. Because whether it's basketball, football, the wrestling team, whatever it is, they need funding. They need extra money to do whatever it is that they're going to do throughout that various season. So it gives a unique opportunity for us to help them, and them also to help us be able to get our product farther out there.
Right. Plus, maybe some future talent.
Absolutely. Because, I grew up watching wrestling. That's what made me want to be a wrestler. I mean,
Did you wrestle at Bull County?
No, I actually did not. I didn't do a whole lot. I played when I was going to DCA, actually, right across the road. I played basketball, played baseball, I ran track. I did everything. But when I moved to Bull County, I kind of dropped a majority of that. I guess I just kind of got burned. I did so much, I got burnt out. But we actually, I was on the first year's bass fishing team at Bull County, and then I was also on the bowling team, which is, I think it was the second year they had a bowling team. So I got the unique ability to be able to be a part of a couple of programs at Bull County from kind of the ground floor.
Well, I admire the school system now. Of course, I had asthma as a kid, so I wasn't an athlete. I wasn't banned in course, but in course FFA. But, now even Bergen, I think they've got a skeet shooting team. They've got, the bass, and stuff that, because every kid can't bounce a basketball.
Yeah.
And, sometimes it's physical issues and sometimes it's just whatever. But I really, I think the schools, and of course, I'm an old timer. I got out of high school almost 60 years ago. And, but it's, they have really improved. And I'm glad to see them promoting volleyball.
Absolutely.
Of course, soccer's come along in the last 20 years or whatever.
Yeah.
And there's just so much more there to offer kids today than, recognized generation.
Yeah.
Did your school offer a lot of multiple activities?
I graduated from Danville, and then I went to school in Ohio. There were some things, but not opened up like there are now, more opportunities, because all the kids' interests are all so much more diverse now.
Yeah.
And then when you can offer more programs and get kids, the worst thing you can happen is the kids have nothing to do. That's when things get out of hand, get in trouble.
Yeah.
Got to have some activities, got to have some things that can, even acting. I mean, the beautiful over at Bull County.
The new theater.
Oh man, what a great facility. Again, some people aren't athletes, but some people can act, some people can sing. So it's just just all goes together of finding people's talent. Everybody's got talent. It's just trying to bring it out.
Yeah. And I think that's a fantastic thing, just like you guys were talking about, where there are so many things that kids can get involved in now.
Exactly.
And it's all on a similar level now. It's not just a club you can do during school hours. It's an actual event you can compete in on any level.
And you all are athletes. There's no doubt about it. And you all got to know. I've said this before. You're sort of like stuntmen because you can't control sometimes the way you fall, the way it's takes a special skill to do what you all do in the ring.
Yeah, absolutely. It takes, a lot of people. I get this all the time on the promoting side. Somebody will say, "Well, I could wrestle. Why don't you put me in a match?" And you just can't walk in and be a wrestler. It takes some people 6 months. It takes some people 6 years to be equipped enough to step in the ring and be able to do what we do. It's incredible precision, timing, strength. Everything that goes into what we're doing. It's incredible. The guys and girls we have there at Elite Wrestling Alliance are some of the best athletes in the area. They work their butts off every single show, every single time they're there, and they do a fantastic job.
Have you had any that have gone for the brass ring and made it big?
Well, so we had, when we first started, we had a gentleman by the name of Carson Drake that was coming all the time. He actually was at our last event in Nicholasville last Friday, and he's currently signed to the NWA and is their current NWA television champion. So, not quite. It depends on where your brass ring is.
Right.
The NWA has been around for years. A lot of people would say, they are the original big company, and it's a huge deal. It's a huge accomplishment to sign any deal with any major company, and for Carson Drake, that became his reality last year. So he would be one of our talents, and honestly, I would say a lot of our guys are on the cusp of we see a lot of our guys working, guys and girls. Working, some television appearances for major companies and stuff here and there. So, but my biggest thing would be just everybody thinks that WWE or AEW or whatever is the end all be all. But I would dare argue that independent wrestling, especially on this level, can be just as exciting, just as amazing. You're not seeing the millions and millions of dollars that some of these athletes are making on TV, but it's still just as entertaining, still just as wild, and you're seeing these people week in and week out, month in and month out, locally. You are seeing them in person. When they go to WWE, you may only see them once a year when they come to town, and the rest of it, you're seeing them on TV.
Brady, I got a job for you to do. I've got 4 names: Brady Lewis, Madeline Miller, Weston Horn, Stuart Carr. One of these people are going to win a DQ ice cream cake because it was their birthday between the 4th and 10th. Would you pick a lucky number between 1 and 4?
I always liked 4.
4. Brandy Lewis. Brandy Lewis is the winner of the DQ ice cream cake, courtesy of Dairy Queen and courtesy of Braden Atwood's Lips. Thank you so much for coming in. Maybe we can talk again.
Thank you.
Larry, thank you again. Another interesting program.
Hope so.
I see my time is up. Thank you very much for your time. God bless the troops. God bless America. God bless you. God bless those hurting and suffering. God bless Ukraine and Israel. May the most you want be the least you get. This is Radio Rick. I'll be back with you again Monday morning at 6. Hope you can join me then. We got Ashley Blake coming up, and then Wild Man Saturday and Sunday. Be careful out there, will you?
This is WHBN Harrodsburg, The Rooster, broadcasting on AM 1420 and now FM 99.5. Now, the news.
It's 10 o'clock.
NBC News Radio, I'm Michael Kastner. President-elect Donald Trump is being sentenced in his New York hush money case. NBC legal analyst Ken Delanian.
It's essentially a sentence of no sentence whatsoever. Yes, no jail time, but no probation, no monitoring, no ankle bracelet, no house arrest, no community service. It's nothing.
Delanian says it would arguably be unconstitutional otherwise, since he'll be president of the United States. Trump was found guilty last year of falsifying business records in connection to hush money payments made to an adult film actress right before the 2016 election. This comes after the Supreme Court rejected his request to block sentencing of his felonies yesterday. There is some progress being made in battling the deadly Southern California wildfires. Officials say the